So that actually kind of has one of the questions that I have. When you guys self-service, right? Do you bus it into a shower, a sock, or do you just like let it go into your underwear and then like that's it?
The fuck?
Shower.
My hand, dog.
Shower.
What? In you just like, what do you hold it and then
Re-moisturizer.
And then you fucking.
Then you do the Silence of the Lamb bit. Oh, I cut my wrist.
The blood. The blood.
Tissue.
Yeah, monkeys come throw.
I will say shower.
I feel like the shower's the cleanest one.
Yeah.
So
God damn it.
let's focus all of our combined might into tonight, shall we? I can already tell this is gonna be fucking great as we culminate power. Pre-session talk. I've got two things, one of which is slightly more long-winded, but let's do the band-aid first. Second screening might be becoming an issue again. Having other things that are interactive, you know, like games, fucking whatever, etc., up on a second or third screen or a phone or a Switch or whatever is super cool if you can multitask and it doesn't detract from session engagement. That's great. But I've noticed an increase in a lack of information retention. I don't know if it's like a lack of note taking or if it's a yep, exactly.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Oh yeah. Oh, what do you know?
Bruno's like, I don't script reads me.
Oh, my new frame is done. Sorry, guys.
Bruno, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll me up a new character. So, the
camera fades in.
Just the thing of like the crippling of your notes, or if there's a lack of notes or whatever, which might cripple your in-game decisions, because there's been plenty of things that I haven't reminded you of in an effort to figure out where the course correction needs to happen. I know Dan has his biblioteca of note taking, and that's all well and fine.
It's more just like doodles and then words spelled wrong.
I don't take notes if my guy wasn't there.
It's just Dan trying to do his signature over and over
If
again.
my guy's not there, I try not to take notes.
Oh, well, there you go. So, but that's just a thing. If the distractions are causing you guys to just sort of like, if it's like a thing where it's going to impede your guys's like ability to kind of like immerse or what have you, or even like remember things, because I know when I start to do the recap here, there's gonna be a lot of, is that what we did? Oh yeah, we did do that, didn't we? I mean, not that I want you guys to, right, not that I want you guys to like always remember everything, but just keep it in the back of your minds that if we're going to be doing the second screening with the video games, we've already covered that a couple of times, and so on and so forth. Now, the next one, on a point by point, I was supposed to last week kind of give you guys my reflection on that. Remember that bar graph thing that we did, where it was the quadratic graph of narrative versus sandbox, tactical versus roleplay. Just so that way I can kind of compile my own thoughts and whatnot. We said that there were a lot of tactics when we were talking specifically about like whether it was a tactical versus more roleplay focused. And I think a lot of what we were trying to say was game mechanics, which are not necessarily the same thing. A tactical game, like Kyle said, is just being on a VTT with the grid, using the, like, so let me back up. Skill checks are game mechanics, right? But using a battle map for positioning to make an advantageous move, that's a tactic, right? The brazier in the Shadow Village was a mechanic that you could use tactically. Just so that way, I don't want to mince words too much and end up with the wrong terminology. But that's just when I think of a tactical game, I'm thinking of like us optimizing every move that we make versus like what Josh was saying, just sitting around being like, I want to do this and being like, got it. That's pretty funny. And we all have like a discourse, right? Another thing is like having a quest objective doesn't to me necessarily mean that the game is on rails or linear. Just so you guys understand where I'm coming from. I've thrown a few hooks into you guys in this campaign, like in total, that could have potentially taken you to a completely different area to do a completely different quest to fill out a totally different adventure. But unlike Kyle's campaign, I haven't outright told you that this would be the case, because it keeps the immersion, as you guys don't really know, like, this is where your plot line is going to go. Just as an example, you guys remember the Duergar that were in Quran?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I do.
The fake dwarves. So the point of the beginning of the campaign was to throw you into a turf war and see what happened, right? See if you guys chose a side, see how you guys would kind of balance the scales as you saw fit, so on and so forth. Here's that sausage being made. But if you guys would have engaged with the Duergar's like quest line with that hook like entirely, it would have taken you out of Quran, way away to where the dwarves were at, and so on and so forth. And then while that main quest would have been progressing without you guys there, you guys would have been on this totally other thing to possibly fix a problem there. So you see how that would have, that's like, to me, that's a sandbox where here's your choice. Yeah, you have a thing currently, but if you do this, you're going to this other place to do this other thing. And that's totally fine. I wouldn't have stopped you guys. You guys kind of stopped yourselves, right? By kind of correcting yourselves back onto the main objective. So that was just where I wanted to, like, just to make sure that I was on an understanding of whether or not my thought of a sandbox was that. Then the last thing that I wanted to know is actually a question for you guys. I did ask this, and I don't know that we necessarily got any like outright answers, or at least like when I was scrubbing back through it, I didn't really get any, but I wanted to know what some examples of role play dangers are. So like in combat, right? Failure of combat is usually death, right? But when we were talking about like a more role play focused game, is having like role play without rolling dice, right? Which is just talking to each other, like Josh said. What are some examples of failure states, or is it always just combats, like what Kyle said, where if we fuck this up, then combat would be the fail state? But what are some other equivalent fail states?
I mean, the combat's the easy go-to, because usually if you're failing so bad at especially in a charisma situation, those charisma or persuasion checks can easily go to intimidation, which if those go badly, then you're just straight up going into combat. But other notable things could also be turning the fucking light down because, oh my god, it looks like I'm a chrome dome. It looks better. I mean, like, yeah, things like that, but also like you fall into someone's trap of like they're trying to charm you, and if you're not trying to play persuasively enough that you're not into it, then willfully you can fail your save, or we can roll to see if you pass a save or not before you're charmed, stuff like that. Or like you don't notice them as you're talking to the person next to you, you don't notice their companion right next to you poisoning your drink, stuff like that. It's not, if you flavor it correctly, then you could say it kills someone, but at worst, if we're going by the rules, it will just damage us for a while until we get a cures.
My big thing is quest lockout, like with the leprechaun. Like he was like, hey, do this thing for me, and I'm like, hey, I'm a person, that's a mind flayer, and he's like, no, give me that back. That's what I would think would be a social fail encounter, because I did freak him the fuck out, and like it was haha funny, but there was a consequence for it, and the consequence made sense. But like that's what I would think, being in a social, like if you're talking to the cops in real life and you're like, no, you don't get my hands, no, fuck you, you know what I mean, like you're gonna get in trouble, right. that's going to be a failed social encounter. When
I actually hadn't even considered that for whatever reason. That's a right. But
yeah, and like I think those are important because talking to people can come across sometimes, not in your game, just in talking about D&D in general, is like, haha, I'm talking to my buddy, my friend, and then it's like, oh wait, this is Anthony's alter ego, be careful. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no, I'm dead.
So there is a lot of stress with talking, and when you're not a charismatic person, like mechanically,
or a smart person,
right? It's like it is what it is, because even you can say stuff wrong. And
yeah, there's been a few times where like you've misspoken and have been like, well, we should probably just let that roll, but I don't. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
right. Like, well, is that how I would have said it? I don't know, but that's how you said it, man. That's what you said right there.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, social's good.
This is good information, Kyle. What about you? Kyle, you look like you're like a witness in one of those true crimes things where they like black out their face. I'm expecting you to go like, well, I don't really know what you guys wanted me to tell you. I knew the guy.
By the way, she started telling me to
I am not scared of anything. That man.
He scares me.
It's not that man, it's but that thing, it scares me.
But what about you? What about you, Kyle?
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying. I mean, as far as the newest thing we're talking about, which is consequences, RP consequences. I mean, you know, it could be so many things, you know, like as far as combat, to not gaining something you could have gained, to just having less info to go by, to setting off a completely different series of events that the DM did not plan for. Like, it's, I mean, if there's a character that's supposed to help you, and then, I don't know, you give him a necklace or a whatever it was, then he becomes
like
one of the arch villains for the next campaign. Like,
that's sense.
All consequences. It's not, you know, like fighting. I never thought that there was a typecast of fighting as a consequence, because a lot of the times we've had a consequence it's because we're trying something and it doesn't work out. Like, I don't know, mind shocking someone and killing them.
Yeah, that definitely would be a consequence of a failed social interaction.
We could have got 2 meat shields, but instead we were murderers.
You know,
tomato potato.
I never thought there was an issue with that.
It's a good thing that we're playing morally ambiguous people. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Speaking of which,
if any of our characters were supposed to be lawful good. What
do you think? What do you think, Bruno? If you're looking at this from your own perspective, right? In all the social encounters that you've had, you've made some pretty ballsy choices, right? Just across the last few. Yes, thank you. Thanks for the excitement. What was his name? Arthur Fleck. Anyways, could you? What do you think are like maybe an example or two of a failed state for a role play, or like somewhere where it's not just us like rolling initiative? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is a result of a failed role play encounter?
I don't know. I really don't think hard about this stuff. I just go with the punches, man.
Just naturally talented.
I know he's a method actor. He also kicks weakened people. Well,
you know me. I'm like the Christopher Walken of D&D, I guess.
What?
Mama,
you need more cowbell?
I'm coming home.
Oh, nice.
Your little boy is coming home.
Well, like at any rate, there's some homework for you. Just think about it. Come back to me on that. But let's do the super fun special recap. I know it's been 2 weeks.
I thought you wanted to do goals first.
Well, you got to do the recap before you do the goals. So that way you guys can remember what happened 2 weeks ago.
On 5th of
I
November.
would like to retract my statement. I am the Nicolas Cage of D&D. I just go with
Ooh.
whatever the way the river flows.
I'm a cat. I'm a sexy cat. Oh. All right.
I'm glad you went for that one.
That is foremost in my mind.
Don't be surprised if at any point Fortis has to make a decision and he ends up doing this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just like, what is he doing?
Who knows? Maybe he'll think he's a vampire. So, all right, let's do just a nice quick recap because there was a lot of stuff that happened last session. Let's hit the big notes. Rabe had met up with his real estate agent, the Libero, the devil, and had begun talking about whether or not they wanted to increase the number of participants that would be allowed in through the labyrinth without harm. They put that off for a day. The rest of you guys decided to rest up a little bit, go into your flights, fly out. You saw some stuff that was going on throughout the dead woods. You decided to descend upon a covered wagon. While descending upon the covered wagon, or after descending upon said wagon, you guys encountered the 3 NPCs, as Dan so eloquently put, Laren, Oslo, and Teddy. This traveling group that had their own quest that was going on, one of which was to serve Fayte some papers. He served him his document, gained his level, and then they had another quest that they were doing that they said they could put off for a couple of days while everybody decided to go to Pain. Fayte, on the other hand, received a message that was rather cryptic, talking about a vehicle extended warranty that was about to run out. And that was that. Somehow having the symbol of his what was that called? What's your organization called again? The
Highly-Con.
That's it, the consortium. And meanwhile, what was it? Calamar had learned about a potentially forgotten or nearly dead tradition of wizardry known as onomancy, and Rabe and Calamar had learned that potentially Teddy might not be the sweet teddy bear that he seems to be. As you guys approached Pain towards the end of the last session, you guys saw all manner of torturous, almost Hellraiser-esque scenes as you guys strolled through the gates of the city. Where we last left off was zooming into the face of Teddy Ostris as he had a rather creepy smile. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to add to that recap?
We also got a phone number.
That's right.
488-390-555, extension 102-004-05.
And you can have one more use of your lore master.
Nice. I was just gonna say, and that's a
I picked everything to take a note of. Yes.
I was hoping you'd refer back to that. I saw that shit a couple nights ago, and I was like, nice. All right.
Nice. Yeah. I don't remember what the phone number is for, but I remember we got it, and I was like, I have to type this down. This will be important sometime in the future.
He's gonna take it back. He's gonna take it back. Don't say that.
Nope. Nope.
I don't mind it.
So you can have your legend lore ability back. But we're going to go through our goals before we begin the actual session. So we're going to start right up at the top of my screen. Mr. Bruno.
Okay.
What in the fuck are Fortis's goals?
Well, considering the last time I played was the session before last week's non-session before last week's session.
Right.
I don't think, I'm keeping the same ones since I didn't really, what's the word looking for? Make any of them.
Perfect. Remind me again, what are those?
So I have them right here. For some reason I can't, because they're another. It's, kill a Vic, not necessarily Vic, because I'm pretty sure he's just going for like any fucking what was it called? Doppelganger, was it?
I believe, yes, Vic was a doppelganger.
So this one's just gonna go for any doppelganger in hopes he finds the right one. That's the
All right, so you're gonna change it from kill anybody named Vic to kill any doppelganger.
Actually, you know what? That's a better. I like the more. I like the other one. I'm gonna kill anyone named Vic. So
Hey,
don't stop me,
everyone in pain. I'd like to announce that today is Thursday, so it is a National Vic Day. Please don't forget to call yourselves Vic all day.
Everybody gets a hat.
Cue the
What'd you say, Dan?
cue the doom music.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's Terminator. All right, perfect. What about coming up next, Fayte? What are your goals again?
So I actually changed some of these.
Uh-oh.
So long term is figure out the mail.
Okay.
Short term is get a glaive or a halberd.
All right.
Session goal is meet up with employers in pain.
All right. That's a pretty damn good goal set. Sweet. All right, we're gonna round it off over here with Calamar.
So last week or 2 weeks ago, my session was get a direction towards supplies. I don't think I got that, because that's just generally heading in a direction. So I'm gonna just say for session, get to pain, because I think we were not too far away.
Oh, you guys were entering pain when we left off with the last session. So
Then I will say get. That's my short term, was get vellum for spell writing.
okay. That's what you like to do.
Look for or ask around for tribute or grim tooth.
All
That's
right.
the last known location.
Oh yeah.
Or find leads, not just like, hey, you know a guy? Okay, bye. You know what I mean? Like get a lead.
Shellant. Perfect. And Mr. Rabe. Atla.
My new session goal is try to barter for a soul coin, if not more.
Ooh.
Cue the Gendo Ikari. Hands. Perfect. You shall get what you ask for if you ask the right questions. Role play. Go. No, I'm kidding. All right. Perfect. Well, then,
Want to get in the mech, Dad?
let's switch it up a little bit. We find ourselves cameras, completely black as you hear the hustle and bustle of what sounds like wagon wheel, right? Slowly opening up to, like, we'll call it some eyes opening up, as on the back of a wagon you hear, "Oh good, you are awake." Fortis, you wake up laying down in the back of a wagon.
Okay.
There's no cover on this wagon. You're lying down on the floor. You feel like absolute dog shit. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
So, is it? That's what I forgot to ask. Is it okay if I use physical dice?
Of course it is. Just tell me out loud what you roll, and then tell me what the total is.
I roll a nat 20, of course.
Of every single time. That's really weird.
Yeah. Lucky.
I also do. Except for death saving throws.
Okay. So, which one was it again? Constitution?
Constitution saving throw, please. As Fortis kind of groggily rolls over and
17.
17? Is that total?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's +4, so
21.
yeah.
Nice.
Great. So you come to, your vision goes, vroom. It's all sort of wavy. There's like it's It's almost like an after image as your eyes roll around. It only lasts for a couple of seconds as you kind of blink the sleep out of your eyes. And you're looking at 2 blue feet with like yellow painted toenails. Looking up, you see Tribute is laying down, like not laying down, he's asleep sitting up, mouth agape. Like the dried drool stains on the corners of his mouth, and you hear, "Oh, good. It didn't take too long for you to come to." Sitting like right behind you, sitting up on the bench of this wagon. "Boy, you had quite the party, didn't you?" You see Grimtooth, the tall goblin that you had encountered when you had taken up the job initially, is sitting up in his like writing into his book or his tome.
What am I wearing?
You're wearing the Speedo that you were wearing before.
Oh,
All of your stuff is in your backpack.
okay.
But yeah, you're wearing a Speedo.
Well, do I have the time to change into my not Speedo?
Probably. It'll be a little bumpy, but we should be back in pain within the next couple of hours, assuming that there's no stops.
Okay. As long as you don't mind some dick in your face, I'm just gonna change my clothes.
Please just take the pasties off.
I start with the pasties.
You look down, there's just these like cone tassels that are blue shaking around. So.
Okay. I take off the pasties, put on the clothes. As I'm basically settled, just like, okay.
As you're.
Give me a minute. Give me a goddamn.
Oh, okay. So, as Fortis is dressing, our audience camera would just sort of like do a bit of a pan up and around, and you see this mountain range to a direction as we go, and it's just this, never mind, it goes and pulls right back, looks back down, zooms back into his wagon. You would see as you're getting dressed, he's like, "Before he wakes up, I have to ask. He had mentioned that you were a member of the Black Veil already?"
Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, I am now. So we'll see how.
What is he talking about? Full disclosure, of course. What is he talking about?
Oh, the Black Veil met some guy named, I don't know, some dumb name like Jeff or something. I'm now doing this. I changed alliances, and I gotta do whatever the fuck it is they do. We're wearing this fucking cloak thing.
So you encountered Gerald?
That was his fucking name, Gerald. Yes. Wouldn't say encountered, more like he was everywhere, yet I couldn't see him.
When you see his face, it is rather off-putting, but would
like
you do
enough
me a...
off-putting to drive you into madness, that kind of off-putting, because I don't do shit.
Potentially. Could you do me a huge favor?
Which is?
I'll give you 1,500 gold pieces if you don't pursue that course of action.
Why the generosity?
As much as I enjoy my companion's company, I don't believe that the Black Veil needs any more employees.
Like a certain type of employees, or just any employees in general?
Well, there was one that now they have decided to name all who take this course of action Deus.
Deus.
When word got out of what happened to him by entangling himself with the Black Veil, I would not wish for their involvement to that degree with the one who you will be going to rescue.
Huh. I don't remember Deus at all, right?
No, you've never met a Deus in your life.
Deus. Sounds like a jackass. But, well, as much as I would love to take the gold, make the deal, your friend, I did ask him, like, well, what if one would leave the Black Veil? Well, I am a little concerned if I actually attempt leaving. I've seen these things play out. It's a little sketchy cult, weird vibe things. You join, but you can never really leave, even though they tell you you can leave. Boy, I am very thirsty.
Correct. He is a hard one to get rid of when he's got his claws in you, but from the sounds of it, before we took off on the debaucherous endeavors that we had,
yeah, debaucherous.
He did say that you were not considered a full member yet. Tribute might be many things, but he does not overstate or understate the importance of things of that sort. You have not given yourself willingly to them entirely yet, although it sounds like you've made a deal, which may be difficult for you to remove him from your being. But that means that they do not hold that much sway over you yet.
Well, that's good. How about this? I won't take the gold, but if it's not for me, I'll make sure to leave without burdening you with any, well, let's just call it bullshit.
I see. I'm going to work on a contingency plan, so to speak.
I wouldn't blame you.
I'll come back to you with further developments once we get back to Pain and I am allowed to revitalize my abilities. But, for your sake, if you are searching for a different path than one that you're currently on, then maybe seek out your options before you really dive in feet first. Yes?
Oh, can't argue with that much.
Great. Here, take this ring. He produces just a plain silver band.
I immediately put it on. Do I disappear?
Yes, and you see a big flaming eye in the sky. No. He goes, currently it doesn't do anything, but I'll be able to locate you. But I'll imbue it with certain properties when I'm able to.
Well, doesn't seem like a bad deal.
Wonderful. So if you want to just like add a gold ring to your to your inventory, then you can have that. Well, as I said, shake it off. The effects of the drug are usually quite wild, but it seems like you're handling it better than most. As we pull away from Fortis on the wagon heading towards Pain, we get a little bit closer to Pain. Having just entered the wall, if you guys remember, the walls of Pain are really just one wall that ends. It's not actually like surrounded by walls, which you'll see as we send ourselves over to Ye Olde. The map. So the wall that you guys, like the wall that you guys entered through was where all of the torturous like acts of people screaming, but they were also kind of screaming in pleasure with these various things, like a man getting eaten by dogs, so on and so forth, right? People hanging from meat hooks. As you guys enter, those actually kind of take like a background noise. It's not all the same as you enter Pain. Inside of here, it actually looks closer to like what you would imagine a normal city. It is very, very Shadarkai, like prevalent. You do see other races here. Everything here is black and white. So you guys would immediately notice that you all, with the exception of course of Rabe, are sticking out like a sore thumb, including the three that you guys are traveling with. All five of you guys have your color. And you immediately would be picking up on the people that see you guys, like they double take. as you guys roll through. You will notice, everybody give me a perception check besides Fortis, please. As your wagon kind of pulls through the gates, you can hear the sounds of military drills going on. You know, like the in sync steps far off. You can hear like over what sounds like a bullhorn or a loudspeaker. You can hear the bad as you, but it sounds far off to your guys' right. I guess Fayte, looking that way, you can actually see this bigger manor sort of right in this area right here. You're looking at the back of this thing, and this thing is huge. It's almost like White House like sized, and just to the side of it you can hear that that's where the rest of the drills of this military are coming from. There is this giant monolith that you guys have to go in front of. It has a pond around the base. Everything about this city looks some weird, odd amalgamation of decrepit, run down, but still lived in, like squatting. Everything in here looks like at one point it looked fine, and then nobody's maintained anything. So everything just has this sort of wear and tear on it that just never... everything looks rather run down. So Rabe and Fayte, you guys would notice. Well, Calamar, you're in the back still. You're talking to Oslo, who's like still like, yeah, all right, man. When we get in here, you know, you said you were gonna help me, right? You were gonna help me with Teddy.
Yeah, totally. I look over at Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy's just
back to him.
As you see the bows, the moment that you guys cross that threshold, the one armature that has a short bow attached to it closes up and goes away, and he puts his short bow away, and he just turns around away from you guys and is just looking out.
Terrifying. How do you do this?
It's, you know, at first... Anyways, wait till we get to the tavern. When he starts patrolling, we'll have a better time to talk. So Rabe and Fayte, you guys, as you guys are looking out, you notice that there are groups of Shadarkai, somewhere between 7 to 9 different groups. Each of them is like warriors style, wearing like similar getup to each other. There's like there's ones that are dressed in all this like weird spider garb. There's other ones that are like almost completely naked. Like, you're seeing these groups of people standing on these corners as you guys are kind of curving the road into the thing. Rabe, you immediately know that these are different raiding parties. So the way that the Shadarkai raid, they usually have like their set groups that are almost like homes, and you're seeing various like groups that are standing around, and they're doing that sort of like, this is our block, like immediately at the gates. And then as you guys begin where do you guys want to go while you're in here? Rabe is your guide for this place, as far as, unless you guys wanted to get another guide. Speaking of which, as you guys enter, like, it's a very short drive in. You guys find yourself, I guess, along this road. You could call it kind of like a market. Like it almost looks like a series of strip malls along this road. Behind it, you can see a backdrop of like decrepit residential housing, just completely fucking destroyed. Everything looks abandoned behind this marketplace that you guys are seeing, off to your left. But you guys are hearing criers for guides around the city. You're hearing various shops, people talking about potions and so on and so forth, and well, they say tinctures, armors, so on and so forth. There's other people, I guess, Fayte specifically, you would be hearing people calling for leaving the Deadwoods, like, get your like guaranteed safety out of the Deadwoods. We have guides around the city, blah 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 blah. There's also one that kind of runs up to the wagon and is like, if you guys need anything found, stop by the detective agency, the Lost and Found. Ask for Magnum Columbo, and he like doesn't even wait for a response. He just fucking pounds the side of your wagon, just boop, boop. You know what to do. He's the best guy in the city, as he just like runs off. You guys hear like military like people like recruiters.
You said Magnum Columbo. Where do you say it was?
The Lost and Found Detective Agency. And then one thing to note is that this whole place has like a slight coppery smell, mixed with the weird sweet, like necrosis.
Old world gold.
Yeah, for old world gold, exactly. We're gonna go to the Sierra Madre, and
Nice.
also, fucking crows everywhere. Like, you know, when you see like those videos of power lines with like murder, like full blown, like you guys are seeing that shit on everything. Every single building has at least 2 or 3 fucking crows just sitting, and most of them are quiet. Every once in a while you hear but they're fucking everywhere, and people don't really pay them any mind. Where do you guys want to go?
You said we're kind of in a little shopping place.
Yeah, you guys are. Well, you're on this road right here that's passing by it. Laren's like, do you guys know where to go? Because this place is fine, I guess, but I don't know where to stop.
I've never been here.
I think Rabe's been here. Rabe, we need to buy some stuff. Can we hitch up here and then we'll all
I mean,
go to the tavern?
the market is right here. Yeah, you guys could stop. I don't. Okay, so a few rules first. Just so you guys can get the colloquialisms and we're not stuck here for 3 or 4 hours while one of you is being tortured for payment. If they ask you for one or two, but they don't specify what it is, then you would like to say gold. You want to clarify you are paying with gold, not with whatever. Because I have found out in it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either.
You looking at my
he's
fucking
not here.
notes?
No. So they might ask you to pay, and they mean, oh, I get this many hours with you in exchange for a nice gleaming broadsword. How nice, a good broadsword. Yeah. And then you'll be like, oh, 10? Sounds good to me. And you will pull out 10 gold, and they will say, no, you have signed the contract verbally. I have 10 hours of you. And for you survivors outside, you should know better. 2, I don't know where the parking is for wagons, so
You do know
might
where the
want
stables
to-
are. Sorry.
I will take the driver. I suggest all of you get up here. I will send the driver back your way. Or if one of you wants to come with us, and they can.
Why don't we just all go together? We'll see where to put horses next time we're in town.
Okay, this is fine too.
Yeah. Don't want to lose our guide.
Perfect. So I am going to now put a text down right on the stables. Boom. And wait for it. Text and stables. And I hate that it automatically gives me fucking lines. That's dumb. Stables. So now you know that now you know that the stables are right there. So as you guys pull around, really central to this place is the stable yard, and it is a big yard. I know the icon's a house or whatever, like a what do you call it? No, it's just a big yard where you can pull your wagon into. The guy that gets there, that when you get out, Rabe, you know his name is Daniil. Ooh, Rabe, you know this. I don't know how you want to tell them that. There are 2 different dialects that are spoken commonly in this place. The Shadarkai almost all speak Elvish, but it is a different dialect of Elvish. Not one that you wouldn't know if you spoke Elvish, but the ones that speak with a very thick Shadarkai accent are old. They're old world. They're the ones that came here from the Shadowfell. The ones that speak with a more common dialect are from here. That is something that Rabe would know. It's kind of the distinction being is like mostly the temperament of who you're going to be talking to.
Got it. Okay.
So as you guys get out, like you guys all pull up, there's like an open, almost like, like a cattle gate. There's an open cattle gate, and you guys just pull right in. And as you get out, you see that there's the Shadarkai who looks rather ripped. He's just wearing a loincloth and like has like a whip like coiled up on his hip, and he's like, "Welcome to Daniel's. This is the stables."
Daniel, my friend, it is good to see you after so long.
Oh, the broker. Hello.
I have some
I see.
colorful ones, yeah?
Oh yes, very
Surprised
colorful.
they have made it this long, yeah?
It is
But
not uncommon.
they are new, so
Of course.
treat them as I will have them treat you. And if they disrespect you, I would like to know. I will deal with them in my own.
So this guy's like 5'4", but he's
Yeah.
broad. But when he's
Football player,
when
but
when Rabe says that, he kind of smiles, and he's got these like sharpened like shark teeth almost, right? Like little pointy teeth, and about 4 or 5 of them are gold. It's like, I will give them best treatment. This is the truth. So, new people.
Raven's gonna turn to the party and give like double thumbs up.
It is going to be 5 silver a day.
We shouldn't
How
be
many
here.
days?
Gang, how long do you think we will stay here?
I don't know, at least the day. We can always come back. We'll just have to remember.
Do you mind if we pay for just the 1 day for now, and then if we do plan on staying, because your city is the finest in the region, if we stay any longer, then I will come back and pay you myself.
Of course, this can be done. 5 silver
Brave.
now, plus service fee for every additional day you end up needing.
Perfect. Okay, so this is fine. Raven is going to take out his pouch and take out 5 silver. And
Drop it into his hand. He's like, "Thank you. This is perfect. Please."
by the way, I know you don't get around. I know that I never asked you to check on her personally. Is Nysara doing all right? Have you heard?
I don't know who Nysara is.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. I will find out who this is. As he's all fake smile. He's just like, yes. Like, you could tell it's very foreign for him to be smiling.
Yeah. It's the Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2 smile. Nah, you gotta smile.
Exactly.
Like this. Yeah.
All right, guys. What are we doing?
So we came here to see our employer. Do you know where someone like him would stay?
I mean, it depends on if they're coming here since they're already debauchery. So that is
Just think about them being high rollers.
okay.
If
Okay.
you were a VIP here, where would you go?
Well, that
History
depends
check.
on your. Me?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, with advantage, please. As Daniel is sitting there, or like standing there next to you guys, you hear him drop the cigars. Have you checked out the Olivierin Star Restaurant?
No,
It
Oh, I
is
haven't.
the
Does
only
it make
place
any-
that has achieved the great status of Olivierin Star rating. It is
Thank
very
you,
fine
Daniel.
dining. High
where
rollers.
is the Living Star restaurant?
It is, and he points over, and you see this as he points. Now, keep in mind, this is not to scale, but you can see this massive building right here. As he points over to, he goes down the road there. But yeah, the Olivierin, and no lines. So, Rabe, to your knowledge, the bathhouse is Haya. The bathhouse is going to be, nope, that's not the one. Sorry.
What's the other one?
At the end of the block. The end of the block. Over here. That is a place where people go to seek high upper echelon companionship, and also where to relax, and they don't really ask questions. So people who have a lot of money typically tend to go there. The other place that they would go is possibly, let me go to my other locations. Wait for it, huh. Wait for it, huh. All right. If they are looking for, if their tastes are particularly violent, they could either go to, don't judge me, Fist E Cuffs, which is a basement fighting arena. Wait for it. Fist E Cuff, and that is going to be located all the way back here in the outskirts. And then the last place, if you're looking for somewhere particularly, like if you're looking for somewhere to get very expensive or exotic like ingredients, or sort of like of the arcane persuasion, the Clock House, which is, you guys passed it on the way in. It's right by the front gate, right there.
And this is stuff Rabe knows, right?
Yes. All right, and to the Clock House. So those are the places where people who are particularly rich would go, Rabe. So you can dictate that to them how you see fit.
Rabe's just gonna look at the entire party. I know that you and Fayte and Calamar, you both know these contractors of yours. Are you sure you would like the other ones to know?
I don't see why not. They seem pretty cool. Right, guys? Pretty cool. I mean, if you need more work after this, they might be able to throw you a job, or hey, you guys might be able to come with us.
Laren's like, what do you think, Fayte? What, you think we should go with you guys? Or, I mean, you know, we have a couple of days before we gotta jam over and try to help Oslo. He looks back to the rest of them. Oslo's like, can we get to a tavern? Where's the tavern at?
It's not
There's a few. There's a few around.
I think the more the merry.
It's like early afternoon, right? Because we had the frost meat, the zombie frost meat, then we polymorph power travel, and then I don't know how long we were on the cart after we met them.
You would have been on that cart for, let me check, 1 sec. You would have been on that cart for 1.5 hours, so it's about 2:30. Teddy's not saying anything, but Oslo's like, all right, man, as long as we can, you know, just have somewhere to have a drink. Where can I get a drink? Something high.
Yeah, look back on the guy that answered the first question. Is there
Rabe is going to.
tavern, I guess, in town?
Daniel looks to Rabe. You have your hands full. I'm going to go tend to the rest of the stables. Rabe knows.
That's fine, Dad. Thank you for your services, yeah?
Of course.
So I can take our friend here to go to the tavern. Okay, everyone, eyes up. And then Rabe is going to start pointing towards like what he can see of each of the buildings and going, okay, the clock tower is going to be over there. If they need potions or ingredients of that nature, they'll be over there. If they're just here for a cool, relaxing time and lots of debaucheries, then it's about it's near the outskirts of town, over that way. And then if they're really into the violent stuff, like they can't get off without the blood, then the fisticuff is just never expected Fayte. Just northeast.
I do that too.
I forgot. Just along the way of the outskirts is the fisticuff. And then it's the Olivier if they're really going to be there. I would doubt that.
Okay. Well, from what I know of Tribute, he's probably at the fisticuffs, or at least someone would know. But I mean,
if he comes here quite often, then people will know him by look and distinguish him.
Yeah.
As you saw with Dano and me. So, I mean, you could probably ask around for Tribute or whatever he looks like, and then probably someone will give you direction to that.
Good idea. So you're gonna take Oslo and Laren to the pub. Where is the pub so that we can meet you guys at?
Which building would the pub be?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. You are likely looking for Haya and Haya. That's the name of the pub. Well, there's two of them. You can either go to Baldur's Bulge.
Oh yeah.
Which is oh yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah. Meteor.
Baldur's Bulge. Is that I did put that okay. Alright, which is Haya right here. Or you can go to the Abyss, which is right here. Up there.
Okay, what's the difference between the Abyss and the Baldur's Bulge, if I might know?
Baldur's Bulge is primarily the Shadark Eye. It's a lower tier place.
Okay.
The Abyss up north is people with a fiendish heritage tend to stick up there. It's not quite so sadistic, I mean, as the Bulge.
Okay.
But it's also a bit pricier. So, real quick, while we're doing that, we're gonna Mr. Fortis.
Okay.
You've gotten dressed. You're sitting there. You're doing your resting stuff, and you see just. Hey, bud, you survived. As you see Tribute's like wiping the sleep out of his eyes, like, oh man, you are a tough nut to crack, my friend. Oh boy, that was a lot of Zamok that we just ingested.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I don't know whose nuts you're cracking. It ain't mine.
Oh, that shit that you snorted. Oh, you ended up doing the whole damn bag. You fucked an eagle.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, until that druid polymorphed out, or changed out. He got a weird surprise, right?
It's true.
Oh, no shame.
Oh, Oh, nice.
You lost that many hit points.
Oh. Well, where are we? We're not in pain anymore, are we?
Oh, I don't believe we're not. Don't dress your friend.
As Grimtooth is like, no, but, Fortis, you had your companions, the Arcane Eye and the Rock Gnome.
Oh, God, the rock.
Yeah,
I remember now. What about them?
you might want to check on them when we get back. They fell off of the Eagle as we were flying out.
Oh shit. Oh. That's gonna be a fun conversation.
I didn't know if they were actually your friends or not. That would be your friends Hugo, the Rock Gnome, and where's the other one? And Morgana, the Shadow Arcane.
Hugo and Morgana, Shadow Arcane.
So when we do go into town, tribute, we need to find out how our patrons fare. Tribute's like, they're probably fine. They're the strongest people you've ever seen. You know, that Cilia, you know, the one that you had trapped. There's the other one, the paladin. Tomoe. Emiko? Tomoe. I don't really know. And of course you got, you know, Fayte. And so Tribute's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have a whole host of people. Just a gang of fun. And he's gonna try to give you a bit of a rundown, but it's gonna be like Tribute's version of a rundown. So he's like, well, we got this bard. He's pretty cool. That dude can start an orgy fucking anywhere. So anytime you're feeling bored, you just wind him up and send him off, and he'll get you some ass real quick. Me and that guy, we did like one thing together.
I don't
and
believe
then
that. You can't just start an orgy whenever.
and
That
then
takes skill.
well, then there's the wizard. Wow, he's a little shifty. Not like he's sketchy, but like, well, you'll see. Just look for a wizard. You'll see the wizard. He looks kind of like a person shape.
What are you describing?
Well, you'll see. He's like a person. You know, like every other person that you've met. He's got like a couple of arms, a head, some legs, and he's a wizard.
So there's a sex doll. You don't see me treating that as a person.
I don't. Sometimes, anyways. Oh, okay. So there's also an elf. That's pretty much it. There's a lady. She's like pale. But she's kind of sneaky. And then there's a bigger lady who looks really sturdy.
Talking.
What?
How sturdy we talking?
I mean, she might beat you in an arm wrestling contest, but I wasn't able to fell that tree. Anyways.
10 drinks in, and I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Yeah. So when you meet these guys, they're... I don't even know if they're going to be in pain. We got to find out where they're at. They're supposed to be going to rescue somebody, and they'll fill you in on the details.
So I am supposed to be traveling with these assholes, from what you described them.
No, they're not assholes. Mostly, they're a pretty good group of people. They're very focused and driven.
Yeah, so was I. Look how I turned out.
Yeah, what happened, by the way? I mean, you're kind of a mess. No offense, but you're kind of all over the place.
You know, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Speaking of, where the fuck is my booze. Cannot operate like this.
Well, I mean, I've had the shakes for about 20 years now, so I gotta wait till we get to pain because I'm tapped. But if you got some, let me get a nip. Grimtooth is just sitting over there, like being a total nerd. Just what the fuck is wrong with you two?
If you lived my life, you would maybe understand.
I'm so glad I'm not alive anymore. Ugh. As
Kind of
we...
go over.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I kind of go over by. Trivia's like, the fuck does it mean?
Oh, he's dead. He's a lich. Your boss is a lich.
That explains the foreboding atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah. You're taking that better than most people would, so good. Although you're probably a little broken. As we get back to pain. You all, everybody, where would you like to go? Double points if you get that reference.
Well, Fayte, you want to go to the market with me?
Shouldn't we first check in with our boss?
If he's here.
What time is it?
Yeah, about 2:30.
How much of lighter gray do we have in the day?
Exactly 6 hours ish.
I guess we have time. But we do need to at least keep our eyes out for them. I don't think it'll be hard to spot with all these gray elves around.
Well, so I assume we're walking away.
If you guys are walking and talking, yeah.
We wouldn't be walking yet. I start walking now that have a place in mind.
So if Rabe is still here, then hey Rabe, is casting magic okay? It's not gonna spook us, right?
It's not particularly common in this area, Ray. You would know. It's not completely unheard of, but here most people they don't just do it willy-nilly, but there's no like hard and fast rule against it or anything like that. It's just people aren't like having wizard fights and shit like that. There's no like Expelliarmus or anything like that. No one's really,
like, there's no wizard duels. They're not like
this is such an old world type of deal where people are just like, why use magic when I can use crane to lift things? You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's but yeah, again, there's no like taboo against it or anything.
Okay, so I will say this much to you. Since both of you did not listen to me when I said put on this ink so you can look less colorful,
put it on.
You both are already drawing a lot of eyes. If you had seen when we were entering town, everyone was kind of looking at us. Everyone here is kind of already drawing suspicious amount of attention. You look.
Have bonus.
Think of it like this.
To see that, so I don't know.
I mean, think of it like this. You are at the buffet. You are eating bread, potatoes, yada yada, the boring stuff. And then, out of nowhere, chef comes in and brings in fresh, juicy pot roast. Delicious, yeah? And then he brings in a beef stew.
That is
not really.
You don't know the...
I don't understand your metaphor, Laren says.
Think of this like a stew. It's a lot easier if I use stew.
Maybe, yeah. I like soups more than pot roast.
Okay, so you are eating chicken noodle soup. It's okay, but too salty. It's not made well enough. And then someone comes and brings out a beef stew, big chunks of juicy steak, delicious. Yeah.
You saying they're gonna eat us for having color?
No, I'm saying that everyone here, me included, since I'm visual now, we're all drawing a lot of attention. Yeah. So I would recommend don't use magic if you don't have to. Now, if someone's coming at you with a sword that is bleeding green, then yeah, shoot a fireball at his face and blow him up. But otherwise, I would just be chill. Yeah.
All right. So if there's a problem, cast fireball. Got it.
Ooh, I like that spell. Laren says.
Do you know that spell?
I don't, but I like it.
Maybe I can teach you it. At least you can look at how I do it, and maybe you can replicate it. I don't know. Let's do it tonight. But I want to go get some spellcraft and stuff because if I get the stuff I need, I can just talk to them and know exactly where they are, and then communication is key. So I think buying stuff is not a bad thing. You said that clock tower's just right past the market, so hey, that's where I'm gonna go. And Fayte said that he needed something from the market earlier. Haberdash, right? A big long haberdash.
Okay, so Baldur's Bulge is right there, and I say, oh, I don't have a watch. Eridan took my watch again. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. I say we meet there in let's say 2-3 hours maybe, and then we can regroup, recommune, see if everyone is doing all right. These two will probably be drunk already because they look like they're lightweight, so that's fine. And then after that, we can go out and do other things, and then come back there, and then come back to yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Dinner, beers, and then we will go do other stuff.
Oh, and see if anyone has a soul. Just ask them. Also keep in mind, oh goodness, be very kind to these people. They are some of them are very finicky. Yeah, that's it. Very finicky. This attitude. So you might want to be gentle with the tone to make it more appealing to them when you talk to them. But if you can, ask anyone that you can if they have a soul coin. See.
One sec. Hold on. You want us to be polite and ask everybody for a soul coin?
Not everyone, but like you, for example, Calamar here is going to the shop where they sell magical stuff, so it makes sense. They might have a soul coins there. If we can get a general price range of what soul coins will be, then the bartering game has begun. And then I can go, I have of information, and they'll go, oh, I need this, and that. And I'll go, 1 or 2 soul coins, please, yeah. And they'll be like, here you go. And I'll go, here's your information.
Got it.
And they'll be
okay.
super happy.
So when you say talk to them gently, do you want me to like put on my sexy voice or
no?
Do you want me to charm them with magic?
No. What we are doing here, so there are just like any race that moves.
I think I got it. It's okay. I think I understand. Laren's like, we're just gonna go to the tavern, just hang out, have some soul coin beers or whatever you guys were talking about. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, we will go and perpetually wait for however long it takes you guys to get back, because it's what friends do, right? As they back up. All right. As they start to back.
Before they leave the wagon, Rabe is gonna grab like his satchel from there, and then
I assume you guys took everything that was in your inventory out of that wagon. I wasn't gonna. Okay. So they kind of peace off, and you see them. Everybody's looking around like they're small city in New York right now as they're and you see immediately people start like not like huge clusters, but people start approaching them, like trying to talk to them, shit like that as they're walking away.
Lauren and
Lauren, Oslo, and Teddy. Yeah, all three of them.
Okay, yeah. I am going to move with him just to kind of be like a buffer almost.
Wait, so are you gonna peel away from Calamar and Fayte, or because they're leaving you guys?
Plan.
Yeah, you guys are both.
I
going
thought that was the
separate
plan
ways, right?
originally. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're-
I thought
So you're
Josh was
okay.
going with them, and then
Gotcha.
Fayte and I are taking off.
Okay, perfect. So yeah. So then, Rabe, as you guys are all like, all right, guys, well, good luck, bye, and they turn around. Rabe, you're gonna see like street vendors and shit start showing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll get right over to you guys because it might be slightly more eventful. Fayte and Calamar. You guys are gonna go just generally to the market to try to start finding things to look for. Anything in particular besides your arcane stuff, because you know that your arcane shit is gonna be at the clock house. So
Yes.
is there anything else while you guys are walking through the marketplace that you guys want to find?
I think that it's the pole arm. If we see any like,
Yeah, I'm looking for a pole arm.
Gotcha. So, as you guys are making your way, are you going to start from the top and work your way down, just hitting through like, because even this isn't like a collection of 4 buildings here. That's just a representation of the marketplace. It's not the same as like just open tent stalls and shit like that, but it's like a strip mall area, like I guess a mall you would call it, like big open top. There's clusters of buildings that are stuck together as you guys are going.
is it the Oliverian or is it this area over here?
It's so technically the whole marketplace encompasses this here.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's way bigger than I thought. I guess whatever is the first like swordy looking place, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. Who speaks Elvish?
ooh,
I do.
not me.
So, Fayte, you are the one who can read these names. So, as you guys can see on this map, the title of it, the name is what's on the left, and then in parentheses it says pain. So the actual name of the city is called Boyle, and then that is Elvish for pain, right? So what you're seeing, Fayte, as you're looking at these is you're passing by a place that in Elvish it is thick hides. Then you're looking at grievous general goods, and then you're looking at the slaughterhouse. So as you guys are passing these are all like shuttered, like small tiny little like buildings, single floor, 4 walls, like think of like a town saloon almost, like windows and a door that's shut, right? But there's people hanging out all over the place, and crates and shit all over. There is one place that is called Michael's Mystics, and then as you're passing you see Awesome Arms, which
I think
would be the
this
weapons.
one might be what I'm looking for.
What, the slaughterhouse?
No, not the butchers. This one says Awesome Arms.
Oh, I
Although
thought
the writing is near unreadable. It seems that the Elvish
squiggles to
written
me.
language has changed a lot, and it's gotten a lot more lazy.
Oh. All right. Well, yeah. Let's go.
Cool. So entering in, again, this is a very, very basic 4 walls, yada, yada, yada. You walk in and you notice that in front of you, there's like a big wait area. It's not a wait area, but there's like no merchandise is on the side of the thick glassed windowed like counter. Everything is behind, almost like a bank, right? How they have like that really thick like glass shit like that. There's like some bars and stuff, and what you would see this you would only be able to tell that it's a female Shadar Kai based off of her exposed breastises,
Nice.
as she sits there literally like shaving
right?
her head. Surprisingly, no, just the same skin tone, but you can see anyways.
Like silvery.
They're called ghost nipples. So as you see, like she's like literally like shaving her head with a straight razor. As you guys like approach, eyebrows on fleek, of course. She's got a couple of piercings in each nostril, and then she's got snake bites, and then she has like, what is that? What's that called? The industrial through each ear. And she kind of looks to you. She goes, welcome to the awesome arms. She says in Elvish to you guys.
Huh? What?
Whoa.
Oh.
I wish to do business. Do you take trade?
As you're saying that, she looks, she goes, you are a particular elf. And then in common, she goes, I am sorry for rudeness. Welcome to awesome arms.
Now I understand. Thanks. I'm excited to be here. This place looks great.
Slow. A common tongue is not my native tongue.
Ah. Well, my friend here is looking for something, and I kind of pat him and take a little half step back.
Where are you from? Elf? In Elvish.
I'm from Wild Space.
I see. I do not know this place.
I
seem
hear
to
you
have your
guys.
color.
Yes, I'm not from this plane.
What is plane? Oh, you are not from Prime Realm.
Yes.
I
And
am
I'm
not
also-
from Prime Realm either.
Yes, I've heard you're from Shadowfell.
Yes. Good.
Were you born in Shadowfell?
Yes. Well, as much as a Shadark I could be, yes.
Calamar just sees Fayte slowly taking out his notebook. The Shadowfell. What's it like there?
Would you like for me to tell you my story, or would you like to trade for arms?
Yes, I guess we'll do the story later. Do you go to a tavern?
Sometimes. I have been known to go to tavern. Are you asking me to meet you for drinks?
Yes, possibly later we could meet for drinks and you could teach me about the Shadowfell.
I could teach you many things, elf.
I'm what they call an astral elf.
Wow.
I don't think you get many of us here.
I would say no.
Anyways, would you happen to have any types of polearm weapons?
Of course, I have many. And then she starts like over here, and you would see glaive, halberd, lance, like the each of the type, right? None of these are made in house. We are not a forge. That is at the forge, but all of these have been procured through raiding parties, or willingly given or unwillingly given as well. There are no serial numbers to speak of on any weapon.
The procurement does
Cereal.
does not worry me. I don't have much in the way of currency. Do you accept the currency of this realm or the Shadowfells? Does the Shadowfell have currency?
Of course.
Could you show me your best, or only if you only have your best glaive or your best halberd?
Which one would you like to see first? Glaive or halberd?
I would like to see the glaive first.
You would like to see my best glaive. Okay. For you, elf, easy on the eyes. I should do this. For your friend, would your friend like anything as well?
My friend goes by the name of Calamar.
So I think I hear like whatever Elvish sounds like than Calamar, and I go, "Hey, no, I'm okay. I'm just looking. Very nice in here, though. Very good."
Thank you. I
Jeez.
hope you will not have to become me one day. As she
Oh.
nods.
He's a
Oh.
manipulator of the weave. They seem to have no use for more
Well,
mundane objects.
his,
I got my
his-
hammer.
His
Got my
type
hammer.
has, his type in Elvish. His type has always been closer to the weave since they kicked us out of the Feywilds so many ages ago.
What's Calamar look like right now?
He looks like Harmony,
All right.
so he looks like an Eladrin.
He's about to say something, but then looks at him. Ah, yes, the Eladrin.
So, I have two options for glaive. My best. But best is. What is the word? In the eye of the beholder? This glaive, and she pulls out a like from below, she pulls out this rather long, the blade of this particular glaive like looks, because it's like a little tiny, if I'm not mistaken, it's a little tiny axe head, right? That's what a glaive is. It's got that axe on the end of a really long, or is that a halberd?
I mean, there's a whole
I
bunch.
believe that's a halberd, but there's different types of
Oh,
halberds.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. The glaive is the one with the sword on the end of it. The halberd is the one with the axe on the end of it. Right. So she pulls out this pole arm, and then at the end of it, the blade itself almost looks to be made out of some sort of a glass material that has, well, it's black and white. But she goes, it might look like not much, but this glass comes from the glasslands, and the more you use it, the sharper it gets. It is incredibly durable, but when wielded properly, it will only ever get stronger with every swing that you make.
That does pique an interest.
The glasslands are known for creating this specific type of glass that I wish I had my notes immediately available to me.
Glass steel.
Glass steel, yes. Thank you. It is made out of glass steel. The only place that you can find it is in the glasslands, and it is only ever crafted by the Illusions.
Can't say I've ever heard of either.
It is very, very rare.
He looks at it. May I?
It would be impossible to pass it through the window and the bars here.
He picks it up. Oh, wait.
No.
Okay. I'm thinking of. Okay, I'm seeing now with a picture of this place now. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like at a.
Think of a cash, yeah. Think of like a check
I was
cashing
like, oh,
place.
it can't leave the store. I was like, oh, it can't leave the store. Okay. Now what about your best halberd?
Of course. She puts it back, kind of rifles around a little bit, pulls up. This halberd. This one, it will increase your ability to deal damage, but it comes at a certain cost. If you are hit while you are wielding this, it may cause you to go into a blind rage.
I see.
I got it off of a dead dwarf that had living armor. He was wielding this in some sort of a rage state. I killed him, of course, and took his axe.
I only have 10 gold on, but I have procured some other equipment that I would hope to trade in.
What would you have for trade on top of your 10 gold?
I reach kind of in my bag and pull out the shadowed short sword, and I put
I see.
I put that on my side.
You have the assassin's sword.
I thought maybe someone from the shadow felt more interested in this blade than I would be.
Many people currently wield one of those. What else?
I grab the small of my back and pull out the headsman's axe as like my veins kind of pop up as I put that on the counter.
What does this one do?
This one is one I haven't heard of before. If this axe seems to have a mind of its own sometimes, the fact that if you get a lucky hit, it might just instant kill who you're fighting. It's called I had it identified by a wizard, and it's called a headsman's battle axe.
I see. That is very rare, and you are willing to give it up.
Yes, I will note that it tends to want to be wielded by a certain type of personality that I am not.
Well, roll me a persuasion check. At disadvantage.
Oh, can I give him the help action?
How are you going to help? Because this conversation's been entirely in Elvish.
I try and do flirty eyes as I see that they're starting to do this exchange. I'm like,
give me a charisma check at disadvantage. And I'll tell you why after the fact.
Yeah. She's a lesbian. Yep. She doesn't like my man elf flesh. Oh, and she probably fucking hates my guts.
I mean, you're
disadvantage. Is that what you said? Persuasion?
Yep, I did. I said just a charisma check. If it's we'll go with the
charisma check. Ability check, disadvantage. That's off the table. 7.
Yep. So go ahead and roll me that persuasion check, Fayte, with disadvantage.
Yeah, we're not very sensible.
I tried.
Gotcha.
Tried.
I fucking 18. What a dick.
In Shatterkai, winking is a form of disrespect.
Yeah,
Rabe might have forgotten to tell you that. Sorry.
So, Calamar, as you're making sexy eyes, the come hither eyes at you, she just kind of, and she looks to Fayte, and as Fate's like producing this, she goes, "When you leave, tell your friend that those of us who come from the homeland will never forget what his kind did to us. But I will say for the battle axe." Oh, wait. Baby crying in background. Not baby, halfling.
Halfling. 16-year-old halfling. 17-year-old halfling.
One sec, I gotta. Oh shit. Mysterious.
No.
So, as she turns to you, as she's looking you over, getting eyeballed by Harmony, she goes, well, let's put it this way. To be able to move a weapon like that, which might have ill effects on anyone, I will have to sell to a particular type of person, which greatly reduces my clientele. Now, that can be offset by that shadow sword, because everybody who is in here, who comes to here, wants to have an advantage when attacking from the shadows, you see.
From what I understand of that glaive, I'd be willing to trade the headsman's battle axe and the shadowed short sword
For the glass steel glaive?
Yes. And that's the one that gets stronger over time, you said?
Yes. Yes.
Then yes, would you be interested in that trade?
I believe we can come to this agreement. And she's like, please, deposit the weapons in the Dropbox. And you see there's like a pull out like thing.
He does so.
You close it and you see her take them out, put them down. And then she slides this thing through, lifts up a deposit like almost like a sliding cat door. Thank you for doing business. Though you never did ask my name, I don't know if I will be meeting you for drinks and stories. Sorry, elf.
Did I get my weapon?
Yeah, she passes you the weapon.
He just does the half bow. May the sun god shine on you.
I hope it never does. And then
right.
to you, Calamar, she's like, thank you for coming. I hope you have a good day.
I hope so too. Bye.
Goodbye, Eladrin.
Leaves as I check out my new weapon.
Sweet.
As the door closes, she just says, "Sukubliet, motherfucker."
Yeah, pretty much. Rabe, you are guiding Laren, Teddy, and Oslo to Baldur's Bulge. What?
Brunisimus? Because we did me and Laren and them, and then what do you even call it? Do we want to go to Bruno now, or no?
Sure, we can go back to Bruno. Why not?
Yeah.
Mr. Fortis, a couple of hours have gone by. Is there anything you wanted to have done within the last couple of hours?
In the last couple of hours?
Mm-hmm. Just of you guys just riding in the wagon. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to do, or are you just waiting to get back into pain?
Let's see. I had a conversation with them. I guess just ask more questions about the mission. Like, so I'm gonna ask tribute and Grimjaw Jaggerjacks. What's his name?
Sure, something like that. Why not? Are you gonna call him that?
Yeah, he's gonna tribute. Grimjow. I'm six strings in. Forgive me. So, what exactly is the mission? What is it? Do I just do whatever these adventurers want? Help them out of the mission, do the thing. What am I doing?
Well, I do have this magic jar that if you want to, you can hold on to it for me.
Okay. It's a very magic jar, very special magic jar.
Of course, it's a jar of dirt. As he literally opens up a satchel bag and he pulls out a jar that looks like it's got some dirt in it, but it has this like almost a green swirly mist on top. Here, please, hold on to this.
Just a jar of dirt.
Do you hold on to it?
Dar do.
I'm holding on to him like, yeah, it's jar of dirt.
I'm gonna need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Tricked him.
You said charisma saving throw.
No, a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. I don't know where the hell I got charisma out of that. Oh, that resets. I don't like it when that resets. Okay, that really actually did log me off.
Are you rolling physical dice?
Yes. Oh, there it is. I'm back. Okay. That's weird.
So, as you go to grab the jar of dirt, have you ever been shocked by electricity?
Yes, 14.
Okay, is that your total?
Yeah.
14 volts.
My total.
Okay, so as you grab this jar, you start feeling the same feeling of getting shocked, of like, and you feel in your chest this really sharp pain as suddenly your perspective goes from you sitting up looking at these guys to you being significantly shorter. And as you look around, you see yourself holding you, like eyes lulled back, tongue flopping out, and drool coming out. And Grimtooth goes, "Please make no mistake about it." And it sounds like he's talking to you through a bucket. "If you don't learn respect, you will never exit that jar." As your soul has been swapped into this magic jar,
Oh, fuck.
you can't respond. But he goes, "My name is Grimtooth, the leader of the Arcane Eye, the destroyer of the breakers of the Legion. That might not mean much to you now, but in due time, young Fortis, understand one thing and one thing only. The reason why I can afford to pay you so much to do so little is because I have amassed power and wealth beyond that of which your puny mind can comprehend." Tribute's like, hey, take it easy on him. "My name is Grimtooth. Now," and he's going to take his little blasting rod and he's going to crack the side of the jar, and you feel your soul go back into your body.
I come back.
"If I wanted to, you would sit in there for all of eternity, or until I decided to have some other poor schmuck put his hands on the jar. I'm a lich. I have achieved beyond what the mortal coil of the arcane can create."
Oh, I can see that. Definitely can see that. You amass all this power and you use it just because I forgot your fucking name. Congratulations. You proved that you can kill a fucking mortal.
Indeed, I can.
Yes, you can.
Okay, go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw.
Come on, magic dice. What is that? What is that? That, my friend, is a nat 20.
Ooh. And what is that plus your saving bonus?
0, so 20.
So, you missed it by 1.
Oh, God.
because the Lich's DC is 21.
I do have. No wait. It has to be intelligence. So no matter how I roll, it's always gonna be 20.
Well, what does your aura give you?
He doesn't get one as an Oathbreaker. He
Get an aura.
He doesn't get an aura. So if you go to the subclass, go look it up, do your research.
I'm not that.
Because as an Oathbreaker, you don't get the auras. The only aura that he gets is the one that allows him to control undead.
It's an aura.
And increase. Well, he doesn't get the static one, like the regular paladin plus for his aura. He only.
It's like offensive.
Nah. He only gets the fucking, what do you call it? The aura of hate. So, as you, well, your intelligence is now a 5.
Oh God.
So you can change your intelligence stat to a 5. And you're gonna take 46 psychic damage.
For sure.
You
That
take
was
18.
such a good response, Bruno.
You take 18 points of psychic damage. Oh, sorry. Your intelligence and charisma is a 1.
You get feeble-minded?
Yeah, he got feeble-minded.
Oh.
So you basically have the intelligence of a toddler right now.
Oh God.
He goes, "This is your last warning. I will not heal you from this, but I will deposit to you those who can. I understand you have a proclivity for being and he, in air quotes, a badass. But I can assure you, I did not even have to use my own spell slots to do this to you."
Immersion.
Am I able to say a single word?
Yeah. So
You could say goo goo and gaga.
here's the thing. You can't understand a word he's saying anyways. You can't cast spells, you can't activate magic items, you can't understand language or communicate in any intelligible way. So he's just saying this to you. To you, it's just blah, 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 blah.
And I'm assuming when I try and say something, it would probably just come as.
Blah, 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 blah.
Am I able to think it at least?
You can think as far as an intelligence of 1 will get you.
Okay. I attempt to say jerk.
Blah.
Bleh.
So you can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and even protect them. But that's it. So as he turns to tribute, and you see tribute start blah 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 blah, blah. And he's just blah 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 blah. So, Rabe, Josh, you wanted this. No, I'm kidding. Josh, you wanted this.
Listen. I didn't expect him to charge in like Emiko does into a social conversation he was not prepared for.
I'm sorry. I mean, all of my characters in the last,
Sorry.
what is it, 5 years now?
I'm so sorry. Talk shit, get hit. So
I'm so glad he doesn't have grenades. God damn it!
he's gonna
Thank you so much, guy.
Rabe. Like, you know what? Fuck it.
Rabe. We're gonna cut to you guys just turning off, breaking away, going a little bit backwards in time to where immediately being approached by people, right? As you guys are walking to Baldur's Bulge, it's just every manner of like street vendor, like, would you like to purchase some of my foods? Please, you have to go to this place for a good time. Like they're handing out flyers or whatever, right? They're doing the they're
on the Vegas Strip more or less right now.
Basically, yeah. One of them in particular approaches and is like, you, Bear, you look very strong. You should come to fisticuffs and fight. You could win good money. The bear just kind of looks around, says nothing. And he's like, go to the outskirts of town. Just approach, raise fist, they'll know. He just shrugs at him and looks away, and you see the guy's like, you, wizard, you look rather stout for a wizard. Why don't you try your hand? No magic, of course, but... And Laren's like, I mean, I used to be a cleric. I mean, I've got a little bit of strength, but I don't really fight like that anymore. Oslo's like, oh, what? Nothing for me? Oh, okay. You don't think I could scrap with the best of them? All right. All right.
That is a good sign. Yeah.
It's a good sign.
It means they think that you are already good enough to be on the road without their wear. Good sign. Yeah. Oh, good.
It sounds like they think I'm weak. And then the guy's like, well, I wasn't going to say anything. Maybe you stay away. Maybe you get broken nose or something. But, you know, if you want to. And then, likewise...
Well, it's a good scene they have with me then. Since I have all of the armaments to protect us all. Don't worry.
But you have a gun? This is a gun?
Ray proceeds to pull down his pants. I will show you a gun now.
That's great. There's another guy that walks up and he's like, still a Shadow Kai, walks up and goes, hey, you all think about joining the military? We got General Neverfail over here. It's pay, it's food, every one of you. It's pay, it's food. We can even give you a tuition if you want to go back to school, learn to be one of them fancy wizard types. He says he's already a wizard. We got a place for you right in artillery. You ever kill a bunch of people? Laren's like, what? You can kill as many people as you want when we're in war. Everything's fair.
I didn't realize Payne was recruiting for any type of war.
We are always recruiting. You never know when war's gonna happen. What? I mean, if you want, the scouts are always needing a good pair of wings. You can go to exotic places. You know, if you're interested in raiding parties, I suppose. You can get all sorts of education from, like, devils, and you can get paid doing it. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? I was like, yeah, I'm not really much for authority. I kind of already have, like, a problem with it. He's like, it's fine. We'll beat the fuck out of you anyways. It'll be great. Whip it right out of you. There's,
You're not threatening my friends, are you?
Are you looking for trouble, boy? Because you know I'm a sergeant in the military.
And I am the one who has sold your people more secrets than you have held in your life. So I would recommend right now, we are not looking for recruiting. We are looking to get a beer, maybe have a good time. Once they are in the pleasure pit, I promise you they will be more susceptible to hearing about your offers then.
Well, look at the fancy fucking pants on the bird. You know what, boy? I don't know who you think you are, but how about you come on down to the barracks over here and we can figure out exactly who you are. Me and the rest of the boys here would love to learn your secrets. Come on down. And why don't you bring your friends? That way we can show them exactly what the military's force is all about. We can liberate every one of them secrets right out of your skull.
Oh, that sounds adorable. I love it. Oh, that's great. I will tell Nysara as that. But other than that, I would recommend you go back to your place. We'll go back to ours.
Who the fuck is Nysara?
A wonderful, wonderful person. Don't worry about them.
Right. Anyways.
So how about you go back to your barracks?
You boys, whenever y'all want to come on over and not have to, I don't know, learn secrets from the bird. If you want food, shelter, training, armaments, and money, come on down. We're always taking recruits. And he's gonna do the old spin on a heel and start marching off, talking to everybody else as he goes, handing out cards and shit. Laren's like, you can just talk to the military like that?
You should not. I have very little more than you do.
So you shouldn't either?
I shouldn't have, but it's shameful to see that. They prey on the weak. They feeble-minded. They try to put in their minds that you are nothing if you are not part of a unit of cohesion. What cohesion have they done? They've done nothing. They haven't gone to fight.
I don't really know the history of this place.
I could tell you a lot, but you can also pay for all of my drinks, yeah? And then I will tell you, everything I have learned about this place.
Oh, okay. Roll me a D100 real quick.
Shit. Fucking, we're about to get jumped by the military here.
No, you're making great impressions.
Okay, no, we're actually doing pretty good.
No way. Surprisingly enough, approaching Oslo, you see like he's this guy kind of wearing very similar clothing, like sort of greaser-ish like clothing, pushes everybody else out of the way and goes, I like the cut of your jib. How would you like to join the Roughnecks? Rico's Roughnecks.
Well. If it isn't FPS Russia himself, back in elf form.
What?
What?
Have a good day. But
No.
Oslo's like,
What do you all do at Rico's Roughnecks?
well, we are a raiding party, but I wasn't talking to you, Bird. I was talking to the stylish one. What do you say? Would you like to go on raids? Would you like to have adventure? Kill whoever you want? There's power in numbers, and you are... well... you're walking with a bird, a human, and a teddy bear. And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you definitely get points for the cool factor. It's like, alright. Well, come on over by the abyss. Go to the kitchen in the back. Knock 3 times. We'll set you up. And I was like, all right, thanks. Appreciate you. He kind of walks away. Other than that, you guys are, again, general skullduggery going on everywhere, every corner that you look. Shady shit happening, but there's people approaching the people who have their color. You guys eventually make it to Boulder's Bulge.
Rabe's gonna be a good host and like hold the door open for them. I mean, this is the best bar you're going to see for a while. So,
you just hear somebody out of the side of the mouth, not likely, as they walk in. It's someone from inside of the bar, of course, as you're saying. You go
someone
inside.
walking out.
It's not like really like rowdy, but it's busy. There's candlelit everywhere, like old crushed velvet on everything. It looks very like 90s vampire bar. There's like the higher end ones, right? Looking over the counter is a man by the name of, I should just pull this up on a completely
Dano Man.
Yep, it's the bartender, Dano Man.
Nice.
You actually see,
some stuff. I love your movies.
You actually see, it's not a Shadar-kai. It is actually a Minotaur, but it looks like his horns have been shaved down like a Hellboy look. As he's just sitting there, just doing the old, drying a glass perpetually. He kind of looks to you guys, and
he's in idle animation.
Yeah. Well, he looks to you guys, and he even though he's a Minotaur, he still speaks with the same accent. He's like, "Hello, come in. What would you like to drink?"
Let's get started with 3 meads, please.
We don't have mead. We have wine, and we have some harder
3 wines.
stuff.
3 wines to start with. We'll think about the hardest. Oh goodness,
Okay.
I slipped into it. Oh shit.
All right.
Hey, it's me, Biker
and
Rabe. Hey, what you doing?
looks. He kind of looks you guys over. He's like, "Oh, that's going to be 2 gold pieces."
I'll walk up to him and give him the 2 gold pieces.
All right. Go ahead and remove 2 gold from your inventory, please. As you slap down 2 gold, and he he's like, perfect. It's like, what do you call it? Wine glasses. Kind of hands one to each of you guys. He doesn't ask you what type of wine you want. He just gives you some sort of red wine. He's like,
Yeah.
there you go, find seating wherever you please. Please, no fighting. And then he goes back to his business. So you guys want to find a booth? You want to find a table? You want to find a corner? Where do you want to sit?
Wherever they're gonna go sit while Ray picks up the drink is where Ray will sit.
Cool. They sit in the middle, like the dead center of the place at a round table. There's a cluster of tables around, yeah, but they're just like in the middle. Sweet. That's cool. All right. You go to sit down, and Laren's like, man, how long do you think it's going to take for them to get back?
If we're lucky, newcomers to Pain tend to take in the sight, especially with some of the shopkeepers. It's not their kind of climate, so they prefer to go with less clothing, so they might be taking in the sights. We probably have about 2 full hours before they get back.
Wow. Well, we've got
Don't stare at them either.
Oh no, I would never. I don't have any interest in that anymore. We kind of have we got like what, 2 days? And he looks to Oslo. He's like, 2 days. You see Teddy downs his wine and then gets up and leaves the bar. Laren's like looks at him and like, so we got like 2 days until we have to be back over to Hex Ascension to help Oslo with his quest. So what they were talking about, like getting jobs, or is that like something that we can pick up to where we can like accomplish on the way to our quest, or is that like at our convenience, or how do we do this?
They haven't told me much. It sounds like, from what I've seen, they have a benefactor that is giving them job, and in return they're getting something. I think they said they were mercenaries, so probably gold at this point. Kind of useless, but oh well. But yeah, I mean, they probably have a benefactor that they're going to try and get in contact with. I don't know if they'll do that before they get back to the bar, or if after they come to the bar and meet up with us. But either way, I would say this is probably going to be a point of separation. Maybe after this, since there might be more working with you, but I don't know what their goal is.
Oh,
so
they made it sound like they wanted us to travel with them, but all right. I mean, I guess if this is going to be the end of it, then, you know, at least we can have like a nice hurrah here in the tavern before we part ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a cart
at least,
and like horses that you guys are going to take, or?
I'm a bird. I don't need.
Well, your friends
aren't. Well, no, but you saw Calamar landed and turned out of a bird, so
that takes quite a bit of magical energy.
Well, I mean, if we do separate, then we're probably going back to my place, so that's not that big of a deal. If we aren't separating and we stay here for tonight, then I mean,
Okay, yeah, well, we'll just play it by ear. And Oslo's like,
it's
look,
just,
guys, you gotta no, hold on. All right, he's gone. You gotta help me. He's gonna
So
kill somebody
how-
out there.
yeah. So how are we going
Laren's
to?
like- What?
Oh, it seems like Laren doesn't know about your business proposal to us.
Oslo's like, hey, buddy, I don't mean to break it to you, but the whole reason we're going to Hex Ascension right now is because I need to get the fucking soul out of that goddamn bear. Laren's like, oh, what do you mean? He's got a soul in him? What's wrong with him? He seems rather cute. It's like, nah, he's a fucking killer, like a stone cold killer. What? Yeah, man. We've been traveling with a guy who's been murdering people every stop. Oh my god. Why didn't you fucking say something?
Because of this reaction that you're having right now.
What do you mean this reaction I'm having right now? Of course, he's been killing some. Do you know how many stops we've made? How many towns we've hit? Like 3 towns.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 15 or something. Please.
I don't even know 15 towns. I could not name 15 towns. Can you?
Oh. My memory from the last world is still kind of fuzzy, so not really. But
Yeah, see?
I will tell you this much: is that reaction that you just had, the giant save a people, I couldn't dare. That entire thing is why we didn't want to do this in front of him, because emotions are very easy to read off of the face of humans, especially. They don't hide very well.
So we're just accepting that we've been traveling with a serial killer this whole time?
And that's why we're going to end it.
Don't you think that would have been like good information for I'm sleeping next to the guy? I don't know if I could have, wound up not waking up. That seems like Oswald's like, look, all right, you're right. I should have told you, but now that you know, can we get to Hex Ascension a little bit faster? Yeah, we wouldn't even have fucking stopped if I'd have known that we were housing a serial killer. What is this?
Ray
we're
just
gonna cut-
remembers sweet
yeah.
memories of his old party just slaying entire village. Day he's just like, yes, innocent murder. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So-
the mountain of bodies and Balthazar and Rabe on top just murdering this
Release
entire
day.
town, and he's just like, yeah.
It's the
Serial
Vietnam
killers house of us.
flashback to
Yeah,
screaming
yeah.
Release Day. All right. So, Calamar, Fayte the Kayate La Boca. You guys exit the Awesome Arms. Where you heading now?
Mentally to Calamar. I mean, to Fayte. That woman seemed upset with my sexual arousal attempts. In lieu of helping you with your purchase, she kept making a face that was like this.
I didn't know you could have sex.
Well, I have imparted memories from Harmony's being, and he was the king of sex, I think.
You know, I never actually saw him have sex.
Me neither, but
He just
he
kind
thought
of.
he was the best at it.
Let's not take out the fact that he
Oh,
did have sex.
I did what I needed
He
to
totally
do.
fucked, that is a fact.
Was there something you needed? Should we visit the general store?
No, she seemed displeased, and when people seem displeased, that means bad things.
Well, she wasn't going to talk about the Fae, not the Fae. She said she wouldn't talk to me on the Fayte realm translator, so
Oh,
it wasn't a big loss.
yeah. Well, as long as there's nothing wrong, I guess we're okay to continue.
Now, I know you. I point to Michael's Mystics. That sounds like it might be a store that you'd be interested in.
I thought we were going to the clock tower for some reason, but yeah, Michael's Mystic
Both of those
sounds.
places have arcane stuff you were pointed out to.
Oh yeah, either one of them.
This one seemed to be a lot closer.
Ah, good. Let's do that one.
Okay, roll me a d100 real quick.
By the way, Calamar. Wait, who's rolling it?
I don't care.
Oh,
You pick.
you do it.
Do you think you could possibly
Suck my butt.
choose a different appearance?
Why ever would you say that, Fayte?
Well, you're fucked. Okay.
You ever feel like someone's watching you?
Yes, but
Can I? No, fuck it. Let's see what happens.
Asteroids
Wait,
is
no.
sort of the entire town.
No, I want to use my inspiration.
Do you want to or not?
Yes, you look too happy. I'm gonna use it.
This is what you want to use your inspiration on?
I don't know.
up to
Calamar,
you.
use your
perfect,
Might have been the
perfect
answer to your
100.
question.
I want to see what the worst it could be, because we could always run or try.
inspiration. Fuck it, we all go down.
Okay, now roll me a d20.
I'm really glad I'm not part of the party right now. That's coming,
Right.
and that's coming from someone.
You are part of the party.
Not yet. Not yet.
Aren't you like a feeble-minded person all
Roll
by
me
yourself?
roll me a d6.
Yeah, but you didn't roll 100.
And that is better than being part of this party right now.
That is true.
Ignorance is bliss, man.
Yucks.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So you guys are walking, you're having this mental conversation, so you're just not, right? And you hear, "Hey, Eladrin piece of shit. Where do you think you're going with the retarded elf?" As you guys like looking around, you have not even paid attention. You have been surrounded by a group of these Shadarkai. They look diseased. Up on the rooftops of some of these buildings, you see one of them is all like fucking half of his face looks like it's just boils, like various pustules and shit. And he looks all fucked up, but he's got like one big arm and one little arm. You guys are surrounded by give me a perception check.
Yeah. 17.
Okay. You guys are surrounded somewhere in the range of a dozen of these people who they all look to have some sort of disease. There's like ones that are like out of their ears are like leaking this like sort of like light green fluid. One of them has like a white eye where it looks like it's like pink eye all the way around, but it's not pink, so it's like all just crusty. Like
shit,
everything that you could think of thinking like the Black Death and shit like that, right? Like some sort of nasty. As these guys walk up and they're like, "You have great balls. I will commend you on that." As one who steps forward and almost like Resident Evil style, he just looks like he ain't right. He's like missing pieces of his flesh, but it's not like ripped away. It looks more like it's been like just deteriorated. So you could see like his teeth inside, and there's like sinuous muscle. And he's like, "You have great balls, Eladrin, for coming to this place after you have displaced us. But it looks like you will be joining our numbers after all. The Blight does not take kindly to your kind."
Like looking at Fayte, and then
So
kind of like
Calamar,
lining up
you know-
his eye contact with
Yeah.
an eye, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
it's like kind of odd. The minute I bring this up, it seems like, you know, hindsight 2020.
Hindsight 2020.
So, these guys seem like they mean business.
Totes.
I'm gonna say that they look infected, and they
Mhm.
don't seem to like you or me.
Don't let them touch us.
Do you think they have some type of law force here?
Nope. I don't know anything of this place.
Are you good at talking to people?
Nope.
Yeah, either.
So as you guys are like doing the thing where you're like almost going back to back, right? You guys are like
Mhm.
kind of sizing up the situation, right? You notice that most of them are actually pulling out. They look like dog catchers, like
Okay.
big sticks
Yeah.
with these things, and some of them have hooks. Some of them have like
The fucking
all manner.
Japanese man grabbers. Have you seen those?
Yes, all manner of like long implements, and they're like
One of them has a weapon that can surpass Metal Gear. It's really weird.
Metal
Yep.
Gear.
Yeah, one of them has Rex, but so they're like, we're going to bring you back to our side.
Calamar, I've seen you teleport before. I think we should probably get out of here very, very quickly.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not going to
for it.
enter a combat immediately unless you guys are going to start fighting, because these guys are very likely within the next couple of seconds going to attempt to capture you, Calamar. So I just want you to understand that that's about to happen.
Yeah, we can't roll initiative. I mean, I've only got a +1, so I could just roll a d20 +1.
I'm just gonna take us to this random encounter board here real quick, just so that way you guys have like some tokenyas up, because I don't have this particular area. There's Haya and a Haya. We'll put you guys here, and then where is my? There it is.
Copy paste
Haya.
50 goons. Gooey goons. Decrepit gooey goons.
All right. Haya. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Let's get rid of him. Oh boy. Oh boy. This particular scene. These actors. There we go. And import and import. Okay. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. I should just make a generalized town random encounter board. So none of these guys are particularly like crazy looking, besides the fact that they're all kind of crazy looking. But this one here seems to be the leader. Wait for it, and 2 and 2. There we go. He's gonna be bigger than the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 and 10. Cool. So you have in front of you, surrounding you guys ish, are 10 enemy Shadarkai that are looking at specifically Calamar as Harmony, and they're all like this. So let's go ahead and oh wait, hold on, probably still can't do the thing yet.
you wouldn't.
There, now you guys should be able to roll an initiative.
Gotcha. Do you have a glaive?
Oh, I have to make that one. That's the glass steel doesn't exist in 5e, but I'll give you. Let me just give you a glaive just as a thing for right now.
And I don't really understand what you're saying about it.
Every time you use it, it gets stronger. Literally.
I don't understand what that means.
what do you think it means?
It hits more good. Each wickety whack.
Like forever?
So the way that glass steel works, right, is that when glass steel shatters, it shatters to like obsidian, or when you chip it, it chips sharper, so it can literally do more damage the more worn away it is, and that's going to mechanically, when you strike with it, there's going to be a relatively good chance that you're going to chip away pieces of it. And then that will give you a bonus and a bonus and a bonus and a bonus. And then it's going to just retain those bonuses until it withers away. Because eventually, as you're chipping away, as you're removing material, it will do that.
It'll eventually be a dagger.
Did not think of that. Uh-oh. Okay.
So we're going to import this item. I'm going to just call it the glass steel glaive, Haya, and let's drop that into your Haya. There you go. All right. So you should have that glaive in your penis.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we have, except for Fayte, go ahead and roll me initiative. I just want to make sure that this is going to go down. Whatever your guys' actions that you're about to take, I want to make sure. Right now we're going to call this a soft combat, because I'm only going to assume that there's going to be a fireball being dropped. This is likely going to turn into a full combat, but currently it is not.
Oh, wait, so I don't roll initiative?
No, go ahead and roll initiative. You haven't yet.
Oh.
There you go. Cool.
Nice.
So this is just going to be an initiative for right now until you guys make it a combat, if you're going to make it a combat.
Okay.
As you see, they're variously getting ready for whatever is going to happen, but it doesn't seem like any of them are making a move currently. As the big one in front is like, so you come quietly, or do you make a fuss?
I think. Is he saying this in Elvish or in Common?
He's saying this in Common.
Oh, okay, never mind. He can talk then for himself.
No.
I think there may have been a misunderstanding. We are unaware of who you gray elves are, or what affliction seems to affect you. Is there any way we can just go our own separate ways? We would like not to be banned from this town. Do you know anyone by the name of Tribute or Rabe or Grimtooth?
So, first thing you said was that you don't know what the gray elves are.
No, we don't know who they are. We don't know who you gray elves are. I meant I don't know who you guys are.
Oh, gotcha. You're calling the Shadar-kai gray elves, but you mean this group in particular, not.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know who you guys are.
All
You
right.
might have us mistaken for somebody else.
And then you were going to try to persuade them to let you guys just go away. And then you're going to ask them also if they know Tribute, Rabe, or who?
Grimtooth.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Calamar, right?
Yeah.
Back me up, right?
You want to have him try to help you?
Doesn't seem to be working.
I got something way more fun I could do. So
I don't. Yeah, persuasion.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you.
Okay.
All right.
That's
and then Dan, will you do me a favor and will you just roll me a d20?
great.
Gotcha. I like how it says Dan D20. Like you're a character.
Yeah, usually it has a name on it, but
I like that. So okay. The not the main guy, but the one back here is going to approach and is going to go, I know Rabe. The crow? Yes, I know him.
Yes, he is our guide. We came in here with Rabe. I'm sure if you talk to Rabe, he would vouch for us.
You openly walk into Shadar-kai territory with Eladrin, and Rabe is going to say or do something to make us not want to bring him over to the Shadar-kai side?
Well, Rabe brought an Eldrin technically in here.
So him being here is Rabe's fault.
I don't know about fault, but we did come here under the assumption that Rabe was going to be showing us around.
Eladrin, you know why we are here, correct?
I mean, not really. You don't like Eladrin.
Real
That's
quick,
apparent.
before you say anything else, because of your keen mind, you've been told several times.
I'm playing
that-
stupid.
I know. Okay, so you're gonna give me a deception check.
Okay, yeah.
That you like. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gathering based off of that. So go ahead and give me a deception check.
18?
Have they forgotten the blood feud
I mean,
in the Feywild?
I got shit out of the Feywild. I got kicked out too. So, I mean, I'm kind of mad at my own people too. Fuck those guys. Eh? Right?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Right? 11.
If you were excommunicated, why would you not want to join our side?
Well, I've been with them for so long, and I just kind of want to do my own thing. Does that make sense? I don't want any more commitments.
The leader is going to
Sounds like a
speak up.
typical bard.
Would you be willing to show a symbol of your, what is it called? What the fuck is the word for when you denounce your citizenship?
Banishment?
No.
Exile.
No, that's when
It's
you're forced
stupid
out.
people in America do it. They're exempt from
Yeah. When you renounce your citizenship.
denounce.
Yeah, that's
denounce. Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's
Okay.
with an R. It's renounce. Would you be willing to have a marker of renouncement placed upon your skin while inside of this?
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Ah. I mean,
It is either that or you will be attacked at every waking moment by every Shadar-kai in city.
ooh. Yeah, I really don't want to screw over Fayte here, so I guess. Sure.
In a Lithid, I'm gonna say maybe you should just tell them you're in a Lithid.
I know that,
Wait,
but then
did you say in Illithid? You mean deep
Yeah.
speech?
Or, oh yeah, deep speech, yeah.
But that'll break my cover.
I don't think that didn't have any problems with the lithids.
It's true, but then I'll be the talk of the town. My whole thing is like being sneaky.
You already are the talk of the town.
Do you think if I just like disappear, they'll keep looking for me?
Yes. I think if they see you in town, unless you change your disguise completely.
Well, that's definitely gonna happen now. Wish I knew this sooner. Blast. So how about this? I am just going to leave. I'm gonna go to the Feywild and tell them how stupid they were for doing all the stuff they did to you. Super planar shift. Activate.
Good deal.
And then I cast invisibility.
On your turn, you can. We're still in an initiative.
Shit. Then I do
So-
that, and I'm like,
Fayte, it is your turn to do an action at this point, as it sounds like what he's saying is no, and then he's going to start doing things to leave,
I'm gonna
in
say,
air quotes.
thinking that he's going to leave, I'm gonna say, all right, well, looks like you boys got your own thing going on. And graciously bow out. Wait, where was I? Here or here?
Sure. So you're gonna just leave the situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
30.
As you pass between these two, they go, "Keep your color, elf. It will help you in the city. Of that you can be certain."
Thank you. He starts writing that down. Keep your color?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's writing that down. Oh wait, no, that's an action.
object.
He's gonna repeat it in his head.
All right.
40 feet. And then I guess he's gonna speed walk, dash.
Yeah, you're leaving the whole situation.
5,
Okay.
10,
Cool. So,
25.
are you gonna like duck around a corner or anything? Like try to find like.
If there is a corner, yeah.
Yeah. There's plenty of. There's plenty of like buildings and shit over here. Because remember, you're in a city. This is just a map, so that way you can relative spacing. As Calamar or as Fayte.
So that's my movement and my action.
Yep.
When I get around a corner, can I use my bonus action to cast a echo next to me, just in case?
That's what you want to do?
Well, like I'm out of their sight. I'm just gonna hear. The echo's not gonna be in their sight, but like next to me, also on the wall, just hiding.
If that's what you want to do, yeah. So you don't have to do it here right now. This is just you. You're out of this deal right now as you whomp your holographic blue echo right next to you.
Hey.
Huh? He's been blue the whole time.
What?
Yeah, you've been gold. He's been blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the color on on these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I legit, like, the reason why he was blue, I legit thought that you had said that he was a blue holographic version of yourself.
He's gray.
Oh, weird. Okay.
The only thing I flavored is that he doesn't look like me. He looks like my twin brother.
So
yeah,
like
but
you.
blue and holographic, right?
No, I mean, if you guys...
So gray and holographic twin brother to Fayte. Your echo goes womp womp right next to you, and so the rest of them look to you. Oh boy, that's an Angie baby. All right, look to you, Calamar, and like, well,
So I'm trying to persuade them that I'm planar shifting or teleporting away. Like
Okay.
trying to deceive them for sure.
So go ahead and what spell are you actually going to cast?
Invisibility.
Okay. And then give me a deception check first. which you're pretty dang good at that, right?
Yeah. Decent. That terrible charisma.
Okay.
13.
And then go ahead and cast invisibility.
What was I concentrating?
So-
because I recast polymorph at the start of the session, because that's the spell that I use to travel us after a long rest.
Gotcha. So, you whoomp, and the rest of them, no, as they all start, they're going to look for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to move or not?
I'm going to take a step, like, this way, like away
Okay.
from where I immediately was.
Oh,
You want to go?
yeah. 1 sec.
Yep, that's the call.
That is.
Everyone, get drinks. I'm gonna go.
You will likely be hearing, some ghostly babbling in the background as this happens.
That's a good way to
So
describe it.
I need you to roll me a stealth check, Calamar, as you turn with advantage, please. As you turn invisible, and
Not much better.
all right, they have to
9.
beat a 9 as they're looking for you, because you didn't really convince them. Actually, here, let me roll an insight check just from the big guy. Let's see here. Right. Where are you? No, this one. Hi. Yeah. Insight versus your deception. Okay, that's a 16.
Nice.
So it immediately is like, that was bullshit. He's still here. And now they're going to look for you. I'm just going to use one perception check with advantage to show all of them looking for you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, fuck. A 7 does not beat your 9, as they all are looking for you. And they're like, but the big one's like, I know he did not plane shift, whatever the fuck that means. He did not go back. As the rest of them sound like baby babble, and they are going to begin looking for you.
Okay.
So you can roll me one more stealth check, just generally, with advantage, of course, to try to get out of there. How long does invisibility last? 1 minute or 1 hour? All right.
Let me double check. I might be talking out my bunghole. In Villatrix. 1 hour. Yep.
Okay, 1 hour. So you'll be invisible as long as you maintain concentration for up to 1 hour,
Mhm.
with the ghostly baby babble happening. That's what you hear.
And
As you
it-
go invisible, you hear.
And if there was like ever like a spooky moment, I would misty step while holding concentration to get away. So like basically like moving, holding. I guess you can't hold a bonus action, but that's how it basically separate faster from like it's because I'm getting encroached on. I'm assuming. So there would be a point where I'm.
So we're not going to switching to a narrative quite yet. This is still very much so an initiative based thing where you're going to try to get out. Mostly, I'll give you let's see here. Go ahead and roll me one more stealth check and we'll see how much of your movement that's gonna. Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. With advantage, I don't know, just see if you can hit a critty.
Pretty
Critty. All right.
Nope.
So a 20. Start moving your guy. Where are you gonna try to get out?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 action dash.
Your action. So your action was to cast invisibility currently on this turn, right?
Okay, then Misty Step 30 feet away.
So now you're gonna.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna
Oh, so this is the same turn. Okay,
yeah, this
so
is the same turn because we're in an initiative, so I don't think you'll be able to do that. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's why I was talking about the not really.
I'm getting confused with how much talking and then them
Right.
looking for me, and then I'm still in the same turn. So okay. Then I guess that's the end of my turn.
So that's you right there. And let's see here. Yeah, which one are you? Okay. So they're going to start encroaching on your previous like positioning, right? Of where you So they're gonna go here and start investigating. That's gonna be their whole action, is to investigate. And they have to beat your 20 with their investigation. Because you are invisible, your footprints are not exactly invisible. Like, it's not pass without trace, right? So you can still make noise, you can still leave physical evidence. It's just you can't be seen.
And we're in like a middle of a, but we are in the middle of a heavily walked area.
True.
We're not in the fucking woods.
Which is a good thing that it's a 20 and that it's not like, you know what I mean? That basically that you have to hope that they don't notice the footsteps that are being made on their own right now, right? Because they're doing this, and then
every
they
time
have
I step,
to
there's a little bit of color that's
exactly, yeah, right. So
and
that
it
one's
smell a little toot. It smell a little toot.
exactly, yeah. The nervous gas, as this one's going to start, and he's also going to make an investigation check. Oh boy. This is what they're saying. Everything that she says is what they're saying because you don't speak Elvish.
No, she needs to play Fortis' speech.
I was gonna say, if we be clarified, that's probably how I talk too.
Ooh. Right?
That or Doodle Bob, one of the two.
Needs to be.
And then this is all happening at the same time. All right, sorry guys. As they all begin to like, one of them, you see, he just kind of like he looks like he's like, wait a minute, and oh, the big boy, the big boss, move out of way. You're mucking it up. All right, investigation. Okay. Big oof. Yeah, so far one of them, like, make me an insight check actually, while you do that, or while you wait for these things to happen. Okay. You can't read them. They're too crazy. It's one of them. There's that. And investigation, normal. All right. Okay, an 18, still not good enough. It's a good thing you fucking rolled so high, man. Yeah. So these guys, being as blighted as they are, what is I see. Okay. They are. Ooh. All right. So far.
So it looks like if they get a 16 or higher, I'm fucked.
Yeah, but not all of them. Some of them have to roll a 20. Okay. All right. No, what? No. What is that? Yeah, this. There we go. Okay. All right. And investigation. Ooh, boy. All right.
I'm so nervous right now.
The last one, as he approaches, he is going to maneuver his full. They are grouping up, trying to like they're doing this.
Yeah.
Like they don't know that you've gone invisible, but they're guessing that like you're still here, obviously, right? Okay. As the last one goes and does his, hey, don't touch that. As the last one goes and does his thing, we're gonna exit the combat, and you are
No, I have something.
Oh, you want to fireball them?
Yeah, but in a different way.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me just actually go ahead. So
depending on where exactly are we, like in the middle of the street, or did we like start going down?
I assumed you guys were walking in front of all the businesses that you guys were going towards.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You're probably what, like 10 feet, maybe 15 feet tops away from the front of these businesses.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna fireball them. I was gonna do the.
Mind blast them.
Oh, that'd be good too. Because
You
then
get
it
a
all.
good bunch of them.
Yeah.
But
No, I was gonna do the awaken spellbook while I'm
Mhm.
invisible, and then cast through it, which I don't think breaks the concentration of, because I'm not attacking. It is, but it's with my action, or it's with
So
my
you're-
bonus action.
so you're
So
doing.
I don't know if I could actually stay invisible, but if it's right in the middle of the town, I don't know if I want to cause that much attention to myself. But yes, I do want to do that very badly. But no, I'm gonna just slink away. Like,
Okay. Give me a. Actually, you don't have to roll a stealth check. So you begin. We're gonna. Don't worry about this map. This is just generally where they're at.
Mhm.
As you begin to slink away, you get to the point where like you last saw Fayte duck around the corner, and you. I assume you're gonna meet back up with him, right? Or are you gonna go a totally different?
No, if I saw the way that he went, then I'll go that way also.
Cool. Yeah.
And then without dropping the stuff, I'm like, Fayte, that was crazy. I got out, but I'm gonna stay invisible. We must find somewhere safe for me to change my form.
As soon as you say that, you hear, "He went this way," as the guy that rolled the 20, that meets it beats, goes, "He went this way," and you're gonna hear them begin to.
He must be a spellcaster. He's got locate creature and aura.
Let's just run.
Okay.
You guys are gonna fucking duck out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, both of you guys roll me a stealth check, please.
At this point, can I use my bonus action class feature to pass without a trace?
You want to cast Pass Without a Trace?
I believe it is.
Oh, your
Pass Without
racial
Traces.
feature.
Yeah,
which
I think
lets
pass
you-
without a trace is a bonus action, anyways, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's a full. Isn't it like a full minute to cast or some shit like that? I don't think it's a bonus action.
Pass without trace. No, it is an action, and it is a concentration.
So, do you want to pass without trace, or do you want to be invisible?
I think I'll probably just stay invisible.
Okay. Cool. Roll me that stealth check with advantage then, please.
Stealth. Advantage.
Ooh.
Natural 1 and a
All right.
4.
So,
bad.
as you guys are slinking your way through, where are you going? Are you just gonna be like, well, back to what we were doing?
Serpentine.
Literally, I don't know where you guys are going.
I would be heading towards like where I think Rabe would be.
All right.
So last we saw, they were at the stables.
So you're gonna go to the stables?
Yeah, I don't think they said where they were going. So
I think they said that they were going to the tavern, Baldur's Bulge.
They did.
Oh, that's there. In there.
All right. Well, you guys are going to begin making your way there. Fortis. Ow. My hair's getting pulled by a 1.5-year-old. After hours of, just a couple of hours of you, like, sitting there stupefied, you notice the giant walls, or the giant wall gate of pain. You recognize it. And you see Grimtooth look to you and he's going to hand you a collar with a leash attached to it.
Oh god, damn it. Okay. I'm assuming me being the intellectual that I am, I just put it on. I can't really think of myself at this point.
You could probably try to swat it away. You know he's not your friend at this point.
Okay. I will instead say, I'm assuming he kind of knows what I'm trying to say, but I'm like trying to say, like, All right, you win. I was wrong. I will not
You're gonna
fuck you anymore. Turn it off, please.
And he's gonna shake it in front of you.
I grab it, but I'm still like, please turn it off. Just turn it off. I'm putting it on.
Okay. So you have entered through the road, yada yada yada. Now, here's the thing: is that you hop out, and you're just kind of right. You see, Grimtooth is and he flips a hood up, and Tribute next to him goes. They're speaking Simlish, right? And Tribute and he like pushes his hood like back with some sort of an attitude, right? Blah, blah, blah. You guys begin walking down the main drag, and you hear blah, 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 blah. Looking over, you see that's what you hear. This is perfect. So you're hearing the feeble-minded this. But you see this red-skinned demoness that has this massive like scar down her from her shoulder, like down about halfway through her chest. Make me a history check, and remember that your intelligence is a 1, which I think is like a -6.
Well, my history is already at -3, so that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, okay. So then, never mind. Don't even bother. You wouldn't. You don't remember anything about this person. As she points to Tribute, and Tribute goes, "Oh," and he looks to you, and he's going to grab you, and he's going to and he's going to cast a spell that's going to send you elsewhere as the group of you, as the succubus that was fucking Fortis last time he was conscious, that was then split in half by Tribute, goes. The rest of the world says, "You son of a bitch, you had a lot of nerve to show your face back here." And he goes, "Oh shit," and then within pain, Tribute, Grimtooth, and Fortis are grabbed and teleported out.
Right as it's teleporting, I would still like to mention that I'm still trying to say, turn it off. Just turn it off.
Oh yeah. Rabe.
Yes, sir.
There you sit with Laren going, "What are you, a fucking serial killer?" Like, okay, so we have to go to Hex Ascension to get the soul of a serial killer out of a psychotic teddy bear that Oslo built?
If that is the reason why you are going, then yeah, I would say that is the reason you are going.
I'm doing the expositional recap, assuming that you had told us all this, like they do in movies where they go, wait a minute, let me get this straight, and then they say everything that is implied that you just said.
Yeah, we just came back from the intermission. So people just went to go get the popcorn. Okay, calm down. Yeah. Nice.
I would make think that you would say that.
You know, maybe they get some nuts and they put it inside the popcorn. I guess that's pretty good too. I've never done it myself, but I heard from, I think Cinder said that was pretty good. I don't remember.
Well, okay, let's see if we can make lemonade. We'll put that on the back burner for now then, I guess.
Okay,
what are we doing in pain then? We're waiting for
we are here to get whatever. We're here to see if our employers will allow you on our job. I say I don't even know these tribute and Grimtooth. Touch it. Oh, whatever. We are here to see if Z2 will take you two, because we're getting rid of the third one. You two on the team, and if so, cool. If not, they still you do your quest, yeah. I think this is fine.
Okay. All right. We're getting a lot of stares from people in here. Maybe sitting in the middle was a bad idea. But
yeah.
Oh well.
Okay, listen. One of you two go get. What kind of hard liquor do you guys like? Whiskey?
I don't really drink. Oswald's like, yeah. Laren's like, yeah, I like to keep a sound mind. I mean, I'll sip. If you notice, I've only taken a handful of sips from this wine here. Otherwise,
you could sip on a bottle of beer, couldn't you?
I mean, yeah, I don't. If I get inebriated, then I get taken advantage of, as that's what typically happens. So I just try to keep my mental faculties about me.
At that, Rabe is going to like lean in and like finish the rest of his glass off and move it to the side and go, "This is pain, my friend. If someone wants to take advantage of you, there's about 20 others there as well. And you..."
So all the more reason for me to not get so hammered that I get taken advantage of.
Because you are with me, so you won't get taken advantage of. Drink. Mind opens then drinking, yeah?
Do you like own this town? You seem to... I don't know if you like you got an aura about you there where you just like...
I visit this town often. No, I do not. Listen, if I was that powerful of a information broker, then why would I leave my house ever? I would have told those two, out of here. Bye. Go get other alchemists, yeah? But I did because I don't own this town. I visit here quite often, so I know.
Oh, you're
most
like a
of the
local.
people. Kind of like think of it like how do you say this? Like trader that comes to town, but only for like a few days and then takes off. That's kind of like what I am. I come here every few, we'll say, once every 3 to 7 days, and I visit a friend here. I make sure she's doing all right, and then I'll get to drink a wine, be on my way, go back home. Maybe sell some secrets for bacon or whatever else.
So that's like the only currency you have? Are you broke?
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a commodity, right? Information, but like, you just trade secrets for like food and bacon and shit?
It's easier to delve into the information that is worth more than gold that person will have for an amount of sustenance that they have is that you do not have the gold to pay for. I have 150 gold with me. I could buy probably about 50 pounds of big barrel,
like a barrel,
maybe 2, yeah, of bacon with a lot of salt to make sure they
salt and bacon.
Yeah, salt on it too. You have to make sure it's preserved, of
more
course.
on the salt at that point than you are on the bacon.
Yeah, well, I mean, you sprinkle it on so it doesn't like you're not drowning it. I guess you do. Whatever. Either way, no, the secret, depending on who is buying said secret, is worth far more than the gold on a town.
Is there a teleporter here? Like someone who can teleport from place to place?
I don't know.
Give me a history check with advantage. Or an arcana check, I suppose.
They're both kind of bad. Hey, we're still rolling good. All right, I'll take it, baby.
Nice. There's a couple of different means for teleportation that you might be able to know. One of which would be the local hag, who actually resides in this very tavern. Another one would be at the clock house if you know the right people, you can leverage a teleportation spell, and the other one's at the temple. But those are incredibly powerful, incredibly expensive, and incredibly not used in most places.
So you want a teleporter, yeah?
I mean, just if there was one.
So there are off the top of the head, I can think of 3. Is that reside in all of them would be,
Did you call this a village?
what would you call it, a town?
It's definitely bigger than a village.
Oh my goodness, it's bigger. Rabe. Oh my goodness, it's bigger than. No, I'm not. I am not drunk. If I was drunk, I wouldn't be talking to you two. I would be at the Bow's house, enjoying myself.
That's all.
Okay. I will give you this secret on the house. I had horrible last 2 days, yeah? I had woken up, enjoying nice tea, a nice cup of coffee with a crow friend of mine. I don't make friends with them very easily because crows.
Because you're a crow?
And no, I am a raven. There's difference. Yeah?
Oh. I didn't know
One of
that.
us is superior, and many people think of them as the embodiment of death and all that, and the evil symbol. And then there's a crow that just gobbles whatever you throw on the street, and that's it. Oh, they're so clever and cool. Oh, you must be a crow because you're black. Yeah. Funny. Yeah?
Oh, you're definitely drunk.
I'm not drunk right now. If I wanted to be drunk, like I said, I would be at the Bass house, enjoying myself, forgetting about my friends.
Well,
I am being catty because I was enjoying a nice cup of coffee with my crow friend Corby, very fine friend. And then he said that we had intruders, went back outside, and then, well, Calamar and Fayte showed up. And it was, when you deal with someone for a long time, you get used to
metaphor.
that. Okay, here's your secret. Buy your own fucking drinks next time, yeah? Does that sound fun?
Well,
You want to take care of your evil demon pet robot teddy bear? I don't even know what he is. By yourself? I am trying to be nice, and I feel like everyone around me. Oh no, Eridan.
Look, I don't mean any offense.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Okay,
You're a little much. You're a little overwhelming right now. That's all I'm saying. That lady agrees, I think.
Yeah, but you know she's.
I just found out that elves exist. That one of my companions is a serial killer. That destiny apparently doesn't matter. That my quest that I've been on, that I assumed was going to take me somewhere else, has led me to a dead end where I'm probably not going to be a member of a party.
Okay. Stop right there.
So there's a lot of overwhelming things.
Who told you all of these things? Elves have always existed. It's just they don't like to be seen by people. Often. Most times. Sometimes they flaunt it about like they are the godly material creatures, but
so you're telling me that for the last, what did they say, like 100 or so years, that elves haven't been seen on the surface, that they've existed, they just didn't want to.
I thought that was just removed.
So as you can hear, Oslo is very drunk right now. He is.
You don't know nothing about the elves.
He's just wallowing in depression.
Head whip.
Yeah.
Listen, girlfriend. You know about the elves and all.
He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, everybody. It's actually very common knowledge that the elves haven't been seen nor heard from in like 100 years.
I thought that was just rumor because I live next to this village, so I have seen elves the entire time I've been here.
These are not the same.
Don't say that.
No, they ask them. They're not the same. They're
no. You are more or less
the shadow elves.
That's like.
They're not.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
Ask
they
them.
will tell you that. But if you go, hey, you're not an elf, that sounds kind of mean, yeah?
They'll say, no, I'm not.
Okay. Other than that, destiny might be hard to achieve, but your destiny does not mean nothing. It is not something you can just throw away and be like, fuck it, I am going to live on a
Ever met
farm by
fortune
myself.
teller?
Oh, that's fine. Destiny is not written by a fortune teller, a person who you pay money to.
No.
If you pay me 20
You're
coins,
being
I
too
will also tell you
literal,
your
and now you're
destiny.
yelling. You don't have to yell.
I'm not trying. Okay,
Hold on.
listen.
Hold on. I'm not saying that my destiny was foretold by a fortune teller, but I was saying that months ago I was told by 3 crotchety old men that I would meet an elf to go to the Deadwoods to find a fate, which I thought, and to give Fayte this the letter that I gave him.
And you did that,
been,
yeah?
and he said he's only been on here for like a week, that he's only been to this plane.
So what does that tell you about destiny?
That tells me that something has been foretold, that something's been predetermined, which means that destiny has to be real.
Yeah.
And now here I am in a bar being yelled at by a raven because I'm not comfortable here because I don't like to drink.
Okay. If I give you ink to put on yourself so that you don't draw as much attention to you, would you want to go visit my closest friend on this, how
No,
does the elf call it, realm?
no, I don't want to pour ink on myself.
It's not ink, it's...
You just said
Rabe will
ink.
open up the small pouch.
I should be trying to put my ink on people.
Ew.
You want some ink?
No, what I want is I want to know what the next step is in my quest line.
So you have done first step of destiny, yeah?
I mean, it's like my 3rd step.
Okay, the third step of your destiny, yeah? So now you move on to the next one. You experience...
As you see the doors swing open, fucking tribute comes running in. And what you would see is a blue-haired tiefling come crashing through the doorway, look at the Minotaur and go, "Ivan, I need a room now." And he's like, "Okay, you know the rates." And he's like, "Thank you." And he goes running upstairs, followed by Grimtooth. So a 6-foot-tall goblin wearing wizardly robes. You don't even need a history check. Carrying, like on a collar, someone who looks oddly familiar, but at the same time very distantly unfamiliar to you.
At that point, seeing, like, that's a giant commotion.
Just make me a history check real quick with advantage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go.
So did you roll a 10 plus 0 so your reliable talent doesn't actually get to work here? That's hilarious. So,
No!
are you a phantom rogue? Are you an
No.
assassin, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm assassin. He's a phantom.
He looks different, wildly different, but that guy looks really familiar. Whoever this is that's being pulled on this collar as they go running back. Fortis. Roll me a d20, please. And are you fighting against this leash that is pulling you?
Oh, again, I'm going with the leash, but I'm still telling him
Right.
as much as I can. Stop it. What does an 8 give?
You know, you're just too preoccupied trying to tell Grimtooth and Tribute. That's not going to get you out of my grasp, little one. She keeps dropping her pinky. That's not. You're too preoccupied trying to get them to let you out of whatever this magic wizardry is that they put you on. They go bolting up the stairs.
Can I, as they're bolting, like Rabe would, if I can, push the chair out, slam his hands on the table, you, and then like trying to recall through a Rolodex of different names that are all blurry at the time, and he's just like, do I know you?
I'll just do that quick turn, guys. I'm being pulled, just going, oh.
So you get the response, and you just hear from behind the bar, "Sit down, Raven. It is no concern to you." Oslo is just not having a good time.
Rabe will pull in his chair and he might just be illusion, like Vril and Zacinda I saw for whatever. Who knows? Listen, okay. We've seen like Zabar, and we've talked about all this nonsense. I say, you all of us here. Listen, the other two, they can take care of themselves. I say we all, on my treat, to relax both of you, yeah? We go to the bathhouse and we just enjoy the cum.
Enjoy the cum.
Enjoy the cum.
Because you went, because you went robot. You went enjoy the cum.
No, is my internet fucking up that bad?
It's
It
okay.
is, God damn it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let me just.
So he's like, I don't know if I want to enjoy the cum. But at the point where you're like, they can take care of themselves, Fayte, you enter, and Calamar, you're barely still invisible. You got a few minutes left as you guys like go in through the tavern door. But Fayte, you're the only one that is being seen right now going through the tavern door.
Oh, you've finished shopping already?
Yes, we seem to run into a little problem. I'm still walking.
Yeah.
Gotta speed walking. Is this the room we rented a room in?
We haven't rented a room yet.
In a bathroom.
Is there a bathroom?
Disembodied voice.
What's the bartender's name again? Hold on. Ivan, make it 3 rooms, please. Yeah, you have that?
No, I have one.
1 room will be fine.
Okay, that's I'm going to charge extra for any sex stains that you leave all over the place. Okay. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5 plus the bear. Yeah. If you leave any sex stains all over
I didn't even
that
think
room.
about. Okay, yeah, that sounds bad. Okay, some of us are gonna sleep.
Look, I don't care what you do, no judgment, but the cleaning fee is going to be outrageous. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, listen, you see me once a week. I'll pay. Don't worry about it. I have the money. I have the secret. I have the information.
It's going to be 15 gold. Unless you have secrets that you can tell me that is worth 15 gold for you and all of your colored friends.
Rabe is going to stand up and walk over to the bar and then adopt his trying to be cool like Fortis and Cinder used to be, lean on the bar and be like, okay, so what secrets do you need, yeah?
Is there a bathroom?
A bathroom? Not really. Most people just go outside.
Shit.
Okay, listen.
So the room, is it upstairs?
Yeah.
Or just in the back?
No, it's upstairs.
He's
Listen,
going
okay,
like,
just
behind his back, he's gonna point up the stairs. Just like, go. Just go.
Oh, go.
XA on the XA.
So you're gonna go upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Because you're gonna.
I can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to see the
help
map
him.
one.
By making noise.
No.
Well, he already has advantage because he's invisible.
Oh, never mind.
3 and
Okay.
1.
So, he goes. Currently, I don't really
Yeah,
need
true, on a halfling.
any secrets. I'm not. Oh, there we go. Yes, be sleepy. He's like, currently, I don't need any secrets. You are the one offering secrets. So, what secrets do you have that are worth 15 gold?
I have heard that some people are trying to take care of what is his name? The Dragon Lord. Dorothea.
A Nightwind.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Okay, 15 gold. Rabe will pull out his wallet, and as he pulls out each coin, it's just like a part of his
Shaky,
being
yeah.
departed. He's just like, these fuckers are costing me goddamn fucking
You
everything.
should
God
probably get
fucking damn it.
let them pay for it next time. You don't have to keep paying everything
Oh,
for
don't,
them.
my friend, don't worry. They are going to pay for everything.
Look, here, I'll level
Ideally.
with you, okay? I'm giving them the colored people rate, okay? So don't make them make you pay for colored people rate. You are local, they're not. But this stays between you and I.
Yeah. I told them to put the powder on, but they don't listen.
Well, I would not go telling everybody that you're telling them to lie. It seems dishonest.
It's to protect them. They
Do you think we are friends?
I like to think that everyone I do business with is a friend.
No. Look. Here. If you go around telling me and other people you do business with that you are trying to hide people with color so that way we don't mark up our prices, you're going to make very little friends and keep even
It
less.
wasn't okay. Yeah,
Well,
okay. When you say it like that, it sounds bad. I understand.
Look, tourists
I
have
was just-
to pay the tourist stipend. That is all.
Yeah. Can we get the
But-
keys though, please,
Of
Ivan?
course. One single wooden key. There
Is-
you go.
Is Fate still on the stairs?
I mean, Fate's stomping around doing stuff, making,
Oh,
doing the robot or whatever. He's
Fate.
Takes the key. Thank you. We
Okay.
have some news. And he's gonna go upstairs and unlock the door,
I gotta go.
and then opens it.
all right. Calamar
He's gonna-
runs in.
He's
Oh,
gonna
right.
wait by the door, like with it open for like 10 seconds.
I mean, you'll be able to hear him, yeah, tuff, 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 as he's not.
You hear-
As soon as I feel the wind, I'll close the door.
It's displace around you.
Put a do not disturb sign.
Laren,
You see
Laren's
Calamar
like,
invisible in the corner and just start ink everywhere.
ew.
Oh.
But you see Laren and Oslo. Laren's like, I'll stay down here. I don't know how. I assume it's gonna be a little cramped. Uh-oh.
Why don't we all head upstairs to the room and we can discuss business there? We won't attract any eyes, and as well, we will have a little privacy, yeah? I think that is best decision for now.
Yeah, sure. It seems like there might be some attention already. Oslo, sober up. We might need to, you know. Oslo's like, yeah, all right. That's fine.
He's speaking like Fortis. I remember that.
I just hope Teddy ain't out there just, being Teddy.
It looked like he wanted to go to Zephistic, so this should be.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna go kill a bunch of homeless people.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go. They're all gonna go upstairs. So as everybody convenes in the 15 by 20 foot room with a single bed, a single nightstand, it's a closet. This is not a big place. It's not an extravagant place. You guys close the door, lock it.
I don't let them in.
Oh, you don't let them in at all? You just were you holding the doorknob or?
Well, I locked it. Like I have the key.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah. All right. So you're gonna lock it and then you shut the door. Like just okay. So you guys go to open the door and it doesn't budge with a do not disturb sign on it. Rabe.
Is Fayte outside of the door or inside?
I'm inside.
Rabe is just gonna knock.
One moment. Oh, why am I?
Please take it.
One moment.
Please take your time. Don't worry.
So
Just like to come.
I'm gonna speak deep speech to Calamar. Could you do something else before our new companions come in?
Yeah, what do you think, Radagast or Herbert?
Is Herbert the one who's old?
Yeah,
What is Radagast?
another old guy.
I
No.
just don't think that.
Oh yeah, he was.
To one of the gray elves.
Nope, can't do that. Gotta eat one first.
Really?
Yep.
So only 2 humans.
Yep.
I guess that's better than the Eladrin. You like literally have to eat their entire brain.
Yep.
Maybe we can get one later.
I like where your head's at.
You gonna do that?
Yeah, I will. I think I've already done my racial feature for the day, but I think I can use a spell slot, right? Or okay, so
We'll say you can drop it whenever you want to, but you can only do the one change.
Good old-fashioned me. Let's see their faces. Pretend I'm a dead thing, and then that'll spook them.
You don't
No,
have
bad
like,
idea.
the actual spell disguise self or anything like that. Just the racial trait.
The racial one, yeah. Well, so innate spellcasting, it's not in there, but on let me double check D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes.
Mind Slaver.
Oh, really? Is that what you think?
Ritual cast, or no, that's ritual.
It would likely be under your features and racial traits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, big.
I'm like, ooh wee.
As an action, so it's called Shape Changer. As an action, you can change your appearance and voice. You determine your specifics of your change, blah, 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 blah. You can make yourself appear as another race, so the game statistic. The basic arrangement of limbs and clothing. Your clothing do not change. It doesn't have a number of times that I can do it.
Right.
Shape
And then last, like 3 sessions ago, we had talked about doing it once per day, and it resets at dawn.
Okay.
And then I think you wanted to add the people you've eaten instead of people you've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's more interesting.
Maybe you can just get under the covers.
No, I'll say I ate some bad chicken, and this is what happened.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
unlock the door.
Back turned, I'm to a window.
You're just gonna do the evil villain reveal where you turn around.
Yes.
I've been expecting you, Mr. Rabe.
Okay. Hold on a sec. So the door, Fayte opens the door.
And I'm gonna join that. Like I'm like trying to run over and also stand by the window.
So the door just kind of like opens and then creaks, and you hear duf, 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 and then Rabe opens the door. So we're gonna do the cinematic of this. As you look at the door frame, right, and you see three heads. You see Rabe, Laren, and Oslo looking in, and as the camera kind of like slow pans into the thing, you see from behind this sweaty purple bald pate, and then the back of Fayte's head as they both turn around slowly. Do you guys say anything?
Hello, Mr. Bond.
We had it.
Oh. My outward speech.
As yeah.
Creaky, cracky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Laren goes, what the fuck is that? And Oslo's like,
What is your fetish doing here?
as Oslo's like, oh my god, Fayte, are you banging a squiddy? Where the fuck did Calamar go?
I don't think that can have sex. I've never
I mean,
seen.
anything can have sex.
They don't.
He is Fayte.
Whatever. Look, you clearly don't know everything. Anyways, Squiddy, are you gonna eat our brains? And Laren's like, where's Calamar? Or where's her? Yeah. Where's Calamar?
The truth is that I am Calamar. I am subverting myself and culture to learn all of your awesome foods and take it back to the far realm.
Also, we didn't trust the alchemist.
Yes, it's kind of my thing to be like sneaky at first, but you guys are in. Did you like the
Yes.
reveal of the kindled orchids in our true forms?
The orchids.
The
Destiny.
orchids?
The umbral orchids of fate.
I like umbral orchids.
Wait,
Umbral
it's not the kindred orchids? Or the kindled orchids?
It might be umbral now. Umbral's
We're in work. I like umbral though.
I'll take a poll. Umbral or kindred orchid?
You guys all like there's a break where you guys just like there's this weird awkward pause and you're just gonna hear okay. I don't think anyone followed us in the room next door to you guys. It's very thin walls, like a single board. You just hear, I don't think anyone followed us. Grimtooth is like, I'm gonna be honest. We gotta get a spell to undo what I did to him.
I don't mean to alarm
And
everyone. in this
we're
room.
gonna
Oh no!
we're gonna fade to black. Executive producer Dick Wolf.
No. Everyone makes
The
a
first-
mistake, guys.
The first quest with Fortis is going to be, we need you to get components for a spell so we can fix Fortis.